see a team play with great intensity. I think Coach Spoelstra was very concerned about the last time the teams played. He thought the physicality on the Chicago side was more intense over the whole 48 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And they have some bigger players. So their backcourt, I referenced earlier in particular, with Josh Giddey at 6'8" and Kobe White, who's about 6'4", but he's physical and strong, and they get downhill and they can wear you down. And they got some guys who just play the game at a high level of intensity and physicality. So I think matching that and surpassing that throughout the course of the game is going to be important.
One of many things that could be keys this evening. He's John Crotty, Heat TV analyst par excellence. Now let's welcome in Alejandro Solana. Tyler Hero might be more remembered for last Wednesday for the play he did not make than the ones he did, but he shot 13 of 26 in the loss to the Bulls and 30 points. Might you believe in a game like this, he'll do his best to carry the offense?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to have the best game of the season or close to it, Tommy. We saw a couple performances this year from Tyler Hero, I guess 40-plus points, and it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, I'm not saying he needs to have 40, but the way Tyler can almost dictate the way this Heat team plays, he can control the tempo that Miami runs in transition, knocks down shots, gets to where they want to get to on the offensive side of the floor. I say this because we know Tyler Hero is going to see multiple bodies on the defensive end.
Of course.
So what's he going to do? Is he going to try to play hero ball, no pun intended? Is he going to try to get his teammates involved, lean on them, as he said just a couple days ago after he practiced that he would? I expect the latter, Tommy. I expect Tyler to play his style, which is leaning on his teammates, but also taking what the defense gives him. And in a game like this where you know the Bulls are going to play drop coverage, he's going to have space in the mid-range. You just hope that the Heat are taking efficient, quality looks, and that starts with Tyler Hero.
Bam Adebayo last Wednesday, 18 and 6 of 15 from the field. If you want to say he was outplayed by Vucevic, who came close to a triple-double, so be it. But we remember recent games when he got out of the blocks real quick. Washington, Milwaukee, Golden State, big first quarters. Is this as much as any game where he has to set a tone himself personally?
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with scoring. You'll take
I
that.
agree. Yeah.
You'll take that any time, right? And you're right. There's been this trend. We've spoken about it numerous times. Bam Adebayo, early in games, trying to set a tone. Ever since the Heat lost 10 straight, he's really come out and tried to set that tone, set a standard for how his teammates need to play in the game, and it starts with his physicality. I think that's what he needs to bring tonight. You know that Andrew Wiggins on Josh Giddey is the matchup everybody's going to be watching because of how Giddey has played.
Of course.
And Kel'el Ware is going to get his opportunity on the big man Vucevic, who has played so well against the Heat, not just with the Bulls, but in a Magic jersey as well. How can Bam Adebayo best guard those guys while perhaps not being matched up against them? Be that help side defender. Be the guy who down low is just grabbing boards to avoid the Bulls from beating the Heat with those second chance opportunities. When you talk about winning within the margins, nobody is more important to that style of play, to the Heat winning within the margins, than Bam Adebayo, especially in a game like this.
We've seen the stats. Fourth quarter leads have been blown by this team numerous times over the course of the season. They had an 11-point lead in the first quarter in last week's game, but again, that's not the be-all and end-all. When you look at a situation against a team this explosive, if it goes in the opposite direction, and let's say the Bulls take the lead, how much of a deterrent might that be falling behind these guys in their building in a game like this?
Yeah, that's the dangerous part about this Bulls team, because even when you have the lead, you don't want to become complacent because you know how quickly Chicago can score if you're falling behind early. Now you have to play quick to try to catch up. Now your offense has to play at a quicker pace. You can almost fall into that trap, Tommy, of playing how the Bulls want you to play. So you have to find that perfect balance in between. The Heat have done this before. They've played the Pacers and beaten them at their own game. They've played the Hawks and beaten them at their own game. And even against the Bulls, Tommy, in that first matchup in Miami, or the only matchup in Miami, the Heat had a 17-point lead, and it wasn't just because the Bulls were missing shots. Miami played the style that they wanted to play. They dictated the tempo. It kind of unraveled late in the game, especially in the fourth quarter. How can you put together 4 quality quarters of basketball? They haven't done so many times this season, Tommy, but one thing they can't do, fall behind by 15, 20 points to this Bulls team.
Heat fans, the Pembroke Lakes Mall, Dadeland Mall, Miami International Airport, and Kaseya Center store locations are packed with the latest and greatest in Heat swag. Or shop 24/7, 365 by logging on to MiamiHeatStore.com to check out store hours to get your gear now. Still ahead, we let it SPO, let it SPO, let it SPO. Jack speaks with Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra about this evening's encounter in mere moments. You're listening to the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
This is Jason Jackson with the Miami Heat, and I'm here to introduce you to Accordis, preferred partner of the Miami Heat. Accordis provides the latest technology to help us and many more enterprises like yours to thrive with their solutions for network, managed print, IT security, and more. They hold one of South Florida's largest authorized partner networks, partnering with Cisco, Microsoft, Samsung, LG, Xerox, Dell, HP, and dozens more. Accordis gives your business the fast and effective tech game plan it needs to continue to win. To start winning with us, contact Accordis today at 1-888-331-3134 or visit them at www.accordiscorp.com.
Lil Baby presents Wham World Tour. See him live in concert in Miami. Lil Baby playing Kaseya Center June 10th, featuring special guests Big X the Plug and Low Shimmy. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Lil Baby Wham World Tour. For more, visit whamtour.com.
Euro step around that hot take and make a play today with Robinhood. With a 3% boost on your annual IRA contributions with Robinhood Gold, your money starts working for you. That's an easy assist without the flagrant fouls. Robinhood, official investing and jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires gold for 1 year from first match. Must keep IRA for 5 years. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. For more information, go to Robinhood.com/retirement. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Time for more of the Miami Heat audio experience. The pregame show is underway.
I mean, I can really compare it to March Madness. You know, it's one of those things where, I mean, we played them 3 times in the regular season, but it's one of those things where it feels like a March Madness thing. You know what's at stake. You know what you got to do. You got to go out there and handle business.
To the best of your ability, and Bam Adebayo and his friends know the ways to do that. Welcome back, everybody. Your Miami Heat, the 10 seed in the East, at the Chicago Bulls, seeded 9th in the second East play-in game. One other game in the NBA out west today, Dallas at Sacramento. To show just how difficult this task may be for the visitors, the most points the Bulls have ever scored in a game against the Heat ever, 133. First done in 1996 when MJ and Scottie were getting it ready to roll off titles. It was matched this year by this group in February, pushing the average total in 3 wins to 122 points a game. Jax held court with Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra a short time ago, getting his take on the keys to this evening's contest. Jax?
Tommy, thank you very much. Coach, I want to lock it on a couple things that maybe were challenges previously against Chicago that I'm sure are top of mind tonight. First of all, fast break. Obviously, each game they were able to find that part of their tempo against you. What has to be different tonight?
Well, we know what their game is. We understand that was probably the biggest difference in the final game for sure last week was the 27 transition points to our 15. But this is how they play. They're never going to let you relax. They're not going to stop. We pride ourselves in being able to be a great conversion defensive team. That'll be a big part of this game, but there'll be a lot of other factors as well. I'm looking forward to seeing us play our best game tonight.
Is there a specific thing that you want to do against Josh Giddey? Top of mind, obviously, he's coming off of a triple-double in that game last week. But in shifting that attention, making sure that you have the success that you want to have against White and Vooch and the other components.
Well, we've had a little bit more time to prepare, and he's averaging a triple-double against us, and he's playing great basketball, the best of his career. The last 3 months, since the trade, the ball's in his hands a whole lot more. It starts with, one, respect. We have to respect how important he is to the success of that team. Secondly, you have to understand what his strength zones are. He's a downhill player. You have to be able to take the challenge to be able to keep him out of the paint. It's going to be, the guy guarding him initially, but then also, make him operate in a crowd. Our guys, understand, those two factors, and looking forward to taking that challenge on him.
And then also closing it. It is each of the game, you noted in your press conference, double-digit lead that you have, and then you get to that end of the game, and you still got to get over the hump in closing out against Chicago. It seems like that issue in a wider dynamic in the season, you guys were able to reach and close out games after getting out of that 10-game losing streak. But now here's an opportunity to apply that yet again.
Yeah, you say it all the time in the regular season. You have to play a full 48 minutes, if not more. But it is really true against this team because their pace will be there all the way through from minute 1 all the way to the last minute of the game. We've had some really good quarters against them, and then in each game, one of the quarters, they've totally dominated. It's been almost a 20-point disparity. that's where our consistency has to play through all the way. And we've been much better with this, since the end of the season.
Having this dynamic, and you've done it before, obviously, but this thing that kind of gets that competitive thing in your belly all fired up when you have to win a game to keep things going. It only exists in Game 7s, obviously now in the play-in. We see it in the college tournament all the time. What are you expecting from you guys with this as a true reality for their experience?
Yeah, we have great competitors in the locker room, and we're appreciative of this opportunity. We don't look at it as, this is, we're a 10 seed. We feel we're much more than that, but we have to prove it tonight. We all feel alive from this challenge because it's basically an NCAA format. And the same is true for them too. So both teams will be managing those kind of competitive emotions, and I'm looking forward to those type of feelings, bringing out the best in our team collectively.
All the best tonight, and I appreciate the time as always.
Okay, thanks.
Tommy, back to you.
Thank you, Jax. Let's welcome back Alejandro. Like many regulars, Andrew Wiggins did not see action on Sunday. He only played 2 of the last 9 games the team played due to hamstring tightness. When he returned last week for this game against Chicago, he didn't look as fluid as expected. But after a practice yesterday and the way that things have gone over the rest that he's had, is the hope that he's close to back to speed for tonight's game?
Yeah, I think that just has to be the hope. We have no idea, truthfully, right? I mean, I'm sure Eric Spoelstra and Andrew Wiggins have a better feeling of how his hamstring is doing after that practice. But that matchup with him and Giddey is a major, pivotal matchup. And it's not just going to be him against Giddey. I realize that, Tommy, but man, what have the Heat been able to do against Josh Giddey? Not much. There's a reason why he's averaging a triple-double, and you would like to imagine that while Giddey is playing through an injury, they're going to have to figure out ways to slow him down. And who better than somebody who's put Jason Tatum on Wiggins Island in the past in the NBA Finals?
Right.
I mean, he has that experience for a game like this, which is why it's just so important for Andrew Wiggins not only to be healthy, Tommy, but to feel right tonight.
Alec Burks sat out the last game on Sunday, rested his back. Prior to that, 10 straight starts, leading to think that he'll be there again tonight. Well, guess what? He's in the starting lineup. In that period, 5 games with at least 3 threes, 2 with 5, even 1 with 6. In the last Bulls game, 2 for 4 from 3. You like the percentage, but does he need to be more involved in the offense?
Yeah, look, Eric Spoelstra has made it pretty clear. As much as we're talking about pace, he doesn't want to play prevent offense. He's not trying to tell Tyler Hero, hey, don't cross the timeline until there's exactly 8 seconds left, and then don't make that first pass or don't shoot the basketball until there's 5 seconds left on the shot. Like they're not doing that. The Heat are going to play their game, and in order to do it and beat the Bulls, you're going to need three-point shooting. It's why I think Duncan Robinson plays a huge role in this game today off the bench, and it's why I think Alec Burks gets a huge opportunity today to show all the teams that passed him over in the offseason, Tommy, that he found a good spot here in Miami, and he's almost kind of sparked his career again with an opportunity to knock down threes consistently. He's done so when called upon for this Heat team, and he's going to have to do so again tonight.
In the 3 games with Chicago, they have not been crushed on the glass, but they've allowed 122. I mentioned that before against this offense. Yet under 120 twice. How can Miami get it to where they'd like it to go?
It's why this game actually is fun. Narratives get to be rewritten. The Heat have struggled rebounding the basketball. Guess what, Khalil Ware? Guess what, Bam Adebayo? Fix that today, and nobody remember the 82-game sample size.
The winner of this one goes on to Atlanta for the next game on Friday night. Our producer, Ben Rivera, assisted by Steven Gonzalez, Brittany Rodriguez. It's your Miami Heat at the Chicago Bulls. When we return, we'll join Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert at the United Center. It's the play-in tournament, everybody. Now for Alejandro, I'm Tommy. Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Easy there. There's a better way to NBA with the NBA app.
Wait, really?
Follow your favorite teams and the league's brightest stars. Be on the ball with real-time stats and scores.
Yeah?
And go behind all the drama with new docs and shows. Catch every swish, dunk, and bucket. All of this, all in one place, all for free.
Thank you.
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Tighe from your Miami Heat Audio Experience. The Miami Heat white-hot playoffs are back, and your seats are waiting. Be there as Bam Adebayo,
Bam, left elbow jumper, game!
and Tyler Hero
Splash down for Tyler!
look to lead us back to the NBA Finals and secure banner number 4. Be here for Miami Heat postseason basketball. Visit heat.com/postseason tickets to purchase your tickets now. Go Heat.
Andrea Bocelli. In concert, sponsored by Stifel. December 21st, 7:30 p.m., Kaseya Center. The world's most romantic voice, Andrea Bocelli, in concert. Tickets on sale now at KaseyaCenter.com. Locally presented by the Adrian Arch Center.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
Time to sizzle on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Tyler gets it. He turns on Queen. Elevates. Jumper. Splash! Down for Tyler!
The 2025 Miami Heat Play-In Tournament is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
You'd rather be soaking up the vibes facing these guys in your preferred place of business, the way you have on 2 previous occasions in this situation. But at least unlike 10 other teams who didn't even get the opportunity, you still have a chance to extend your playoff streak to 6 consecutive years. Yet it will be a tall order, having to do it on the road in a place you haven't had a lot of fun in of late. In fact, go back 7 days. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to game number 83 that counts. One that will decide whether there'll be a game number 84 and beyond. Your Miami Heat, situated in the play-in tournament for a 3rd consecutive year, playing a team they've beaten twice before in this round to advance, the Chicago Bulls, along with Ben Rivera, Steven Gonzalez, Brittany Rodriguez, keeping us on the air here in the 305. I'm Tommy Togg. The Heat have shown over time they've had many firsts in their tremendous days on earth. And here's another opportunity. First win ever, 1988 in L.A. against the Clippers. First playoff win, Atlanta, 1994. First series win, 1997, Orlando. First All-Star, same year, Alonzo Mourning. First championship, of course, we all remember that one, 2006. And sure, there are dozens more. And tonight, they are a number 10 seed for the first time with something they've never done, win the first play-in game. Yet they still succeed in the event. That has to change, or the 2024-25 season will come to a crashing halt. Heck, they need both this week, but we're only worrying about the next one when the time comes. Their history shows they have come up big, time and time again. Take 2 years ago, for instance. They were trailing in the 4th quarter against these same Bulldozers. Then they took it to the max.
Bam will bring it up. Across the timeline. Get the ball to Butler. He's got it. Caruso on it. Curls around. Leaves it for Stroops. 3-ball. Right wing. He got it! He got it! He got it! Max Strus with 4 barrels of juice.
Squeezing out a 15-1 run down the stretch is number 31. Scored 31 in a 102-91 victory that sent them to the finals weeks later. Bam, 17 rebounds. Tyler, 12, 8, and 7. A rebounding edge of 14. 2024, they were throwing the ball all over the Kaseya Center, led by a heroic performance.
White flying the other way. Ripped by H from behind. Tyler has it. He's going to step into a money ball. Knocks it down from the right side of the arch.
Heroism at its finest, 24-9-8 in a 112-91 running over the Bulls. Now, can the third time be a charm this time? I chatted with Heat forward Duncan Robinson, asking about the uniqueness of at least still being in the hunt in this situation.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Almost half the league is back at home, with their season over. So the fact that we're still playing, it's not obviously what we wanted or envisioned to start the season, but it's nonetheless a great opportunity.
But it's a situation like you've gone through before with the NCAA tournament,
yeah.
And a lot of guys that talk about that, or what TNT says, win or go home. How do you feel about that when you look at that situation that you've been in before? I mean, it's difficult, but still, that you know how to do it. How much you think experience rides on it, especially the last 2 years in the playing game?
Yeah, there's a great simplicity to it. Win or go home. It's an easy concept to kind of wrap your mind around. So, it's a fun opportunity. This group, we've obviously been through a lot this year, but I think we're ready to embrace this challenge.
A lot of people would say, okay, 4 times, it would be very difficult for anybody to beat a team in a season in any sport, whatever it might be. But you look at what you have right now going against a team like that. I think back to 2014, before your time. Nets beat the Heat 4 times.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, it's all wiped off clean. Is that the way you have to look at it right now? Because it is 0-0 for everybody right now?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you got to learn a little bit from previous matchups, but you just got to embrace the challenge in front of you, and that's playing a good Chicago team that's young and ambitious and trying to get up and down. So it's a good challenge for us.
With that in mind, the way that they play, obviously it's going to test your defense with the pace that they have and how they play the game. But what is more important, if there is such a thing, the way that you have to play the game, the way you try to defend them, or at least not match them shot for shot, but still play well offensively up to your capabilities?
Yeah, just being locked in with their pace. Not letting little moments, skirmishes get away from us by letting them go on 7-9-0 runs. Where they're getting easy ones, not making it too much of a track meet, trying to kind of keep the game on our terms. So it'll be a good challenge. Like I said, they're a good team, and they really play to their identity.
Last thing then, the obvious factor of so many times that you guys have been successful, 6-7 guys seem to contribute in double figures and get yourself involved. Is that the way you have to do that? You rely on your stars, I understand that, but still that you have to get everybody, like the cliche total team effort for this game?
I mean, it's just any means necessary. A one-game format like this, it's just whatever it requires. It might be 7 guys scoring in double figures. It might be, 2-3 guys just putting us on their backs. So it's just a matter of, what the game calls for.
Which could be anything, but the most talked about thought is how quickly Chicago plays. 55 fast break points in 3 victories, including 24 last Wednesday when they last met. The Heat defense needs to get back quickly, even if they make shots, as the Bulls are scoring 122-plus in the 3 wins against Miami this year. Up next, Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert will have this evening's call shortly. This is the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Heat.
Injured in a crash? You deserve Anajar Levine. We stand up to the big insurance companies. They want you to settle for a fraction of what your case is worth, but we'll fight to get you the maximum money for your injuries. Experience the Anajar Levine difference. Call me, Glenn Levine, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Togg of your Miami Heat Audio Experience. Now is your chance to embark on a behind-the-scenes tour of Miami's premier sports and entertainment venue, Kaseya Center, home of your 3-time NBA champions, Miami Heat. You will feel like you're about to suit up for Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra when you step inside the iconic Miami Heat locker room and training facilities. Then get your VIP experience by visiting arena suites and lounges and the media control room. Visit KaseyaCenter.com/tours to book your guided tour now.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Euro step around that hot take and make a play today with Robinhood. With a 3% boost on your annual IRA contributions with Robinhood Gold, your money starts working for you. That's an easy assist without the flagrant fouls. Robinhood, official investing and jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires gold for 1 year from first match. Must keep IRA for 5 years. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. For more information, go to Robinhood.com/retirement. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I have some exciting news. Good Greek has been awarded National Mover of the Year. You've trusted the Good Greek for decades with your family's moving and storage needs. Now Good Greek is proud to be the nation's top mover. So when it's time for you to move across town or across the country, trust America's best mover, Good Greek. Go to goodgreek.com for Good Greek, the National Mover of the Year.
Good Greek Moving and Storage, your superhero movers.
Time for the Miami Heat Audio Experience, presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. The Heat is on the radio with Amy Audibert, Tommy Tighe, and Alejandro Solana. I am Jason Jackson. For the third straight season, the Heat and the Bulls stands in an elimination game in the play-in. First time in the 9-10 game, though. Miami looking for the same results, having ended Chicago's season each of the last two campaigns. It requires beating the Bulls for the first time this season. Speaking of time, and I was, time for the whip before the tip. Amy is here with her angle.
Usually when they say history is about to repeat itself, I don't think that's a good thing. You know, I don't know if you always want history to repeat itself. Well, tonight, my Heat and their nation certainly want history to repeat itself. But let's go back to, I believe it's 368 days ago, April 19th, the last time these two met in the play-in. Zach Zarba and Justin Van Dyne, two of tonight's three officials, also did that game. A lot of similarities, right? DeMar DeRozan not here. But the one guy I want to look at is Bam Adebayo. He had a great night, 13, 4 and 4, 5 for 8 from the field. Bam's going to have to take a lot more shots. I love this version of Bam that we've gotten this year. And it's not that he didn't contribute last year, but I think we're going to get a bigger one. By the way, in that game, also in 12 minutes, how about Kevin Love went 10 for 10 from the free throw line off the bench? That was and Jaime had a 21, 6 and 6 night. I mean, same teams, hopefully the same result. Different types of players out there tonight.
Now tonight's starting lineup presented by Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. For the Bulls, Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Nikola Vucevic, Kevin Huerter, Matis Buzelis. As for the Heat's first five, here's Spo.
I got loyalty,
This is the Miami Heat head coach, Eric Spoelstra, and here is tonight's starting lineup.
Tyler Hero, University of Kentucky.
Alec Burks, University of Colorado.
Andrew Wiggins, Kansas.
Bam Adebayo, University of Kentucky.
Khalil Ware, IU.
I'm so fired up that I absolutely forgot to toss it back to the studio for the rest of the whip. And we're doing that now. Tommy, talk to me.
Boy, Jax, I'm beginning to wonder here, man. If you're that fired up, keep going yourself, please.
Yeah,
we need a victory.
I'm nuts. Tommy, if you want to rip it, let it go. We got time.
Going into this week, there was a hint of uncertainty, Jax, in the bull ring, wondering who might be able to point them in the right direction. Trey Jones, well, he was a walking boot candidate. And Lonzo Ball, he's been out of the lineup all season long, it seems. Josh Giddey sat out the last two games, including staying home Sunday when the team went to Philly. He has exploded on Miami, as everybody knows, with 2 triple-doubles, but he's been bothered by arm tendonitis that has heightened more as the season has gone on, and it wasn't getting any better without any rest. Now, whatever he looks like, he plays through this pain, hurting his shooting, 30% from 3 in the last 6 games, but he's proven he can go with it, and how much it affects him, we should know soon enough, and Jax, that's no bull.
Amen to that. Solana, take your time, baby.
Yeah,
what
Jax, have you heard this word a couple times this week, pace? I've heard it thrown around a couple times. We know it's imperative to slow down the Bulls' pace, but there's several factors into making that happen, and limiting the Bulls' assists have to be in the mix. The Bulls are 25-11 when they hit the 30 assist mark, Jax. They did it twice already against the Heat, and Miami is just 3-18 when a team reaches that 30 assist mark, so that's the stat I'm looking at tonight. The Heat have to slow down the ball movement from Chicago and make it incredibly difficult to run up that assist number.
Thank you, buddy. Our officials tonight, crew chief is Zach Zabra, Curtis Blair, our referee, Justin Van Dyne, our umpire, the alternate official, Jason Goebel, and in the replay center, Gediminas Petrides. From Stuart, Florida to West Palm Beach, Fort Myers to Naples, Fort Lauderdale to Miami, down throughout the Florida Keys, everywhere in between and beyond. Time to ball, y'all. Heat on the radio. Tyler's got the rock after Ware won the tip. Left side of the arc, a handoff to Wiggins. Puts it on the floor, right down the middle of the paint. Ball gets ripped out of bounds, off Chicago.
Yeah, but I love that opening look. Andrew Wiggins attacking Josh Giddey, forcing him to defend, and he actually had a step on him right into the paint.
Baseline inbound, left side of the stanchion. Gets it in, Wiggins. Brings it up top, kicks it to Tyler. Right below near side, arena logo. Off he goes, finger roll right at it, and it's touched up top. Buzelis got a little handsy on the rock while it was on the rim.
And Tyler Hero ejected a screen from Bam. Chicago gives up a lot of rejects, and Josh Giddey was scouting the screen, he got blown by the other way.
2-0 Miami early hurt in the first. Vucevic up top, looking to his right, puts it on the hands of White. Back up top to Herter. Tyler on his left tip. Gets off of him. Now Ware has him. Picks up his dribble at the top of the circle. Tyler the tip. Trying to save it before it goes out of bounds on the other end. But he got a hand on it, and it's going to be Chicago ball. Inbound right in front of our broadcast position at the coach's hash. Near side. Into Giddey. On the drive. Back out to Herter for three. Misses it. Up in the air, two-hand rebound, pulled down by Wiggins. Snaps it to the left side of the arc to Bam. Handoff to Burks. He'll curl, elevate, put it up on the run. Got it to go at the dots. Lead 4-0. 10:57 here in the first. Vooch looking to his left. Pounded it with his left hand. Handoff to White. He'll go down the right-hand side. Get inside. Got the and one. Spun his back to the stanchion and flipped it with his right hand on the left side.
Well, you knew that Kobe White's going to come out ultra aggressive against Miami. Interesting enough, he's averaging his season numbers in the 3 games at 24 and 5, but he hasn't been shooting the ball well, particularly against the Heat. 4 for 20 from the 3. And unfortunately, Andrew Wiggins did a nice job of recovering through a handoff on that, but Ware and Wiggins kind of sandwiched White at the rim.
3-point play the old-fashioned way for White. The only score for Chicago so far. Heat by 1. Tyler on the move. Bounces off mid-post left side. Right hand on the right side on a little diagonal slant after he got up in the air. 2 for 2 for Tyler. Heat in front by 3. Here's Giddey. Cut off by Burks. Puts it up over his head. Misses. Gets his own miss back. Flips it up off the board for his first score. Kissing it off the right side after his miss. An offensive rebound. Heat 6-5. 10:18 here in the first. Tyler feeds Bam, and he feeds the rack with both hands on the fly.
Yeah, you heard it was quiet in here. That was a good thing, Jax. It got real quiet in here.
It got quiet for me. I had to look around Spo, make sure that thing got thrown down. Giddey on the run. Doesn't get it. Thought he had some contact. All he got was a Ware rebound. Now Wiggins on the move, gets a double. Out to Tyler. He's on the move now all the way through. Left hand layup. And there's a timeout from the Hall of Fame, who will be enshrined Labor Day weekend. Tyler Donovan says, stop it.
Tyler Hero's on one. So on that kick out, Vooch was charging out at Tyler. It was an easy blow by, but Kel'el Ware on the weak side did an excellent job sealing off any help defense. This Miami Heat team has come out connected and really locked into their scout. They are getting into the paint.
In front of Chicago, 10-5 to start things here at the United Center. The 9:48 mark here in the first quarter. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. Maybe that's why we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the game. And when we're not thinking about basketball, we're thinking about things that elevate our own game. It starts with a lineup of star players, like the 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line, with capability that takes us to another level. The best seats in the house, all 7 of them. Ground clearance that propels us even higher. And available dual panoramic displays that steal the show. These are the things that occupy our minds. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. The stylish 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
On the outside, you can think, oh, this is the 9 playing 10. What does that mean? Well, it means a lot. We have an opportunity. to get a win, get us closer to another game, to ideally get another win to get in this party. But it's going to be competitive. That's what I'm looking forward to see. If it can bring out a higher level, and that's what I expect.
I feel like March and April, around this time of the year, is when this is what you work for as a competitor. As a professional athlete, this is what you work for in the summers. All the extra hours, late nights, early mornings are pretty much for these times, and it's a great time to be alive and feel like I got to lean on my work I put in to take me to where I'm trying to go.
You're not looking at the standings no more. You're not trying to see if they lose, if we win. We got to win 2 road games. Punch our ticket.
Heat so far in position they want to be in. Wiggins out of bio, Ware, Burks, and Hero 3-1 record together thus far as a starting 5. 10-5 the score. Tonight's time of the game is 25% off all tees. Visit MiamiHeatStore.com to purchase one of our mini Heat Store locations. Amy, hit me with those victorious keys to the contest. By the way, presented by Kia, the official vehicle of the Miami Heat.
Yeah, number 1 pace. We know this is the number 1 transition possessions a game in 21 team. The 3-point line, they're one of the best in terms of quantity and quality 3-point shooting. Team number 3, I'm going back to the pace. It's that important.
Giddy for 3. Misses from the left side. Ball in hand for Wiggins. Puts it down on the floor. Right elbow jumper. It's off. Ware almost got there for the tip back, but Vooch in front, pulls it down, gets to Giddy. He'll push up right side. From Vooch now to Herter. Herter to the right elbow. Cut off. Now ripped. Burks went in there and took it away. Now he's pushing it up. Right down the middle of the floor. Jump pass to his right. To Wiggins for 3. Splash from the right side of the arc.
Yeah, off of a turnover, live ball run. And how about AB, Alec Burks? I mean, you said it. He got his hand on the ball, but pushing in transition. Excellent running wide in the lanes by Wiggins.
First take and make from 3 for the Heat, who've hit 6 of their first 8 shots. Nearly another turnover by Vooch, but Herter was there to Vooch, back out to White for 3. He misses from up top. Ware goes way high to get that rebound. His second.
Vooch had one-on-one. Ware right at the rim and chose to kick it out for that 3.
Here's Burks, picks up his dribble, right side of the arc, gets it to Bam, bounce pass out into the hands of Tyler. Bam still there for screen. Herter didn't see it. Nobody screamed it. Tyler's on the move. Scoops it off the glass. Got it to go. I mean, flipped it with the wrist when he got to the apex. He's 4 for 4. 3 balls splashing down for Chicago. White rips it from the right side of the arc from 28 feet. And Heat in front, 15-8, 8-10 here in the first quarter. Tyler jogs it up right side. Bounce pass to his left to Bam. Bam gets it into Wiggins' hands as he flies across for the reverse.
Backdoor cut. Wiggins burned his defender on the baseline.
Giddy bounces off of Burks, draws the whistle. And foul's going to be on Burks, his first. Team second.
And Jax, Wiggins made the layup. You see how quickly that ball was at the rim. Chicago is second in the league in scoring in the first 6 seconds of the shot clock. 29 points a night come within the first 6 seconds of their shot clock. And so this is why if you're Miami, even off of Meigs, you've got to get back and it's going to happen, right? Like they're going to get their looks. They just are. It's institutional. It's fine. We appreciate that it wasn't an and one.
Health report presented by Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Chicago without Lonzo Ball, right wrist sprain. Maya DeSomo, right shoulder surgery. He's out. Trey Jones, left midfoot sprain. Recently out of a boot, but not available. Nico and Kevin Love out for the Heat tonight. Giddy made them both. Heat by 7. 7:41 to go here in the first. Ware up top. Feeds. Wiggins on the cut. Pumped it like he was going to shoot it, but hit Wiggins right on the hand.
Yeah, Wiggins is going after Giddy. I mean, he's attacking him. I mean, off ball, he's getting cut, backdoor cuts. 2 on 2 consecutive possessions for Andrew Wiggins.
Heat 9 for 11 from the floor to start this game, up by 9. Another miss by Chicago. Ball poked away from Giddy as Bam was pulling it down. After Giddy's own miss, he's 1 for 5. Here's Tyler on the move. Got in the air. turned it over, but is it still? No, Tyler's about to rip it back. Now White has it.
Something.
And a loose ball foul as Wiggins goes flying down to the floor due to the White shove as he was hustling to try to get that loose ball.
How many possessions just got switched over there? I think there was 4 separate. And listen, I think they were all scrambles. I actually appreciate the official kind of let it play out for a second.
Yeah.
But when Wiggins had the ball in his hands and then he was tripped, you have to call that when he was going to lose the possession on that.
White gets hit with the personal foul, and he's going to sit down, as well as Buzelis. So Williams and Terry are in the contest. Just 1 foul for White, but his regular rest time. Far side inbound, into Ware, now to Bam up top. Boots, arms extended. Now to Wiggins. Guess who's there? Giddey. Wiggins 3 of 5. Spins off him. Jump pass out to Bam for 3. Left side of the arc. Misses that one. Pulled down by Giddey. Ball ripped out of his hands to the baseline. It's going to be a foul. That reach in was on Wiggins, his first. Oh, they're going to call it on Ware. Was Ware?
No,
Ware was on the other side of the
Ware
floor.
wasn't even close to the ball.
So with those 2 fouls, Ware will sit down.
Not getting a whole lot of protests from the bench.
No, but I thought he was already gone. It must have been early.
Giddey had already
and
had
a late
the ball.
whistle. Yeah.
Just want to also, let's not forget, Andrew Wiggins really attacking Giddey. Let's not forget, both these guys were West Conference players. You know, like this is not a shot yet. They've seen each other.
H is in for Ware. 19-10 Miami, 6:40 to go here in the first. Here's Williams. Gets up into the chest of Wiggins. Wiggins the contest. Bounces off back iron. Pulled down by Alec, who got cracked in the face. No whistle. Up to Tyler. Plowing. Loses the ball off his own leg. Herder did a nice job getting a hand in there and get that rock bounce off his thigh. Tyler's first recorded miss. I'm not even sure he had a real attempt there, but they're calling that a block on Herder. And he throws it off Bam's boot. Thought we'd see a little of that of Bam spending some time on Giddey, but it really feels like a switch now with Vooch in there. Bam has to go full attention there.
Yeah, but how about H? 2 possessions now. He's got tremendous effort when he's got matched up on Vucevic. Obviously, he doesn't have the size advantage, but he's really good at playing lanes. He has to in that matchup.
Giddey inbound and far side, throws it up. Herder goes up and gets it. Gets off it to Vooch, who spins on Bam. Up and flips it in. Looked like it was going to bounce out for a second, but stayed in. Nice footwork by Vooch, getting on Bam's hip and all the way to the rack. Now look up top, right-hand dribble. Calls for the screen. It's Bam. He drives down, gets pushed down, but gets off it to Highsmith. Now in Tyler's hand inside the arc. Pulls it back up top. Step back for the long 3. Nothing but net for Tyler Hero.
Miami
in
needed
Terry's
that.
face.
Yeah, Miami needed that. Too many empty possessions, and how about that? One isolation.
Deflection by Burks into the hand to Bam. He gets it to Tyler. He puts it down, gets it to H. He's wide open for 3. Knocks it down on the right-hand side of the arc. And now shaking his left hand. Something bothered him from before.
Well, it didn't bother his shot.
No, the guide hand is his left hand. That shot hand was okay. Heat in front by it. 13. It's going to stay that way after the miss by Vooch. Bam pulls it down. Pushing right down the middle of the floor. Bounces off Vooch's chest. The rip away. But Vooch was out of bounds when he pulled it away from Bam. It's going to be a Heat ball. Heat led by the 11 points of Tyler Hero with 25 on the board. 64% of the team's points this quarter. Up 25-12 is Miami in this win or eliminated game. The inbound to Wiggins. Pushes it up. It bounces out from outside the right block. Popped around, but Williams pulls it down. Gets it to Giddey. Head down, flying the other way. Left-hand layup as he wove his way through about 3 white jerseys to get there.
It's going to happen. Don't foul, right? At some point, you're going to have to give that up sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Mitchell down to the dots. Gets to Wiggins for 3 left side. He knocks that one down. The Heat 4 for 5 from downtown. That's 80% as Wiggins is 2 for 2. He's got 10 points. Heat up 28-14. 4:33 to go here in the first. The drive connects for Terry. Dalen Terry in his 3rd year out of Arizona. 28-16 Miami. Burks for three, right side of the arc. Karam's off, right into the hands of Vooch. His second rebound to go 2 points. Inside, Giddey again. Timeout, Miami. Giddey just springing around, attacking left side, finishing on the right.
Yeah, listen, for as many times as Wiggins got to step on Giddey earlier on in this game, you knew it was coming, right? I mean, those are two really long athletes. I mean, even Giddey's got some bounce to his step. And it's a good timeout, but if you're Miami, you got 28 points with 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter. You keep your foot on the gas.
The Heat have led by as much as 14. They're up 10 with 4:09 remaining here in the opening quarter in Chicago. The Heat is on the radio.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Hola, Heat fans. Óyeme. Whether you're in the court or in La Corte, you've got to make sure the right person has the ball. ¿Estás ready? When you're injured, don't leave it to chance. Get it in the hands of Morgan & Morgan. Tú sabes, with over 23 billion recovered. Sí, más de 23 mil millones recuperados. Morgan & Morgan is here to fight for you. Proud partner of the Miami Heat. Lesionado? Hablamos tu idioma. We're ready to bring the heat for you. Oficinas in Miami.
Ghost World Tour 2025. Ghost Theatrical Heavy Metal Arena Rock. July 13th, Kaseya Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Ghost, produced by Live Nation and FPC Live.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
4:09 to go in the first quarter. It's your Miami Heat with a 28-18 lead in Chicago. The scoring leader in the Bulls stats remains the same, Zach LaVine, who was a constant in trade rumors the past few years. The haul coming back included starting two-guard Kevin Huerter, and of course he's not LaVine, yet he's been steady. 13 points, 3 rebounds in 30 minutes, does what he does best, 37% from 3. That's better than his time in Sacramento this season, where Kevin says Billy Donovan sees what he's capable of and lets me play, and the renewed confidence has allowed him to score in double figures 18 of the 22 games. He usually hasn't been thought of as a difference maker, yet fitting in with the first 5, they have no problems in Chicago. Knock, knock, knocking on Kevin's door. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
You're listening to Miami Heat action on WQAM Miami, WPOW HD2 Miami, WKIS HD2 Boca Raton, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
That deal Tommy was talking about on February 2nd. The Bulls lost 10 of their first 13 games after that trade and then went 15-5 to close out the season.
You knew they were going to figure some things out, and finally finding a new spot for Zach LaVine was so big. And I think when you look at especially Kobe White, who really should have stepped up in that leadership role, it's tough to do that when you've got some vets around you. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. So now it really is his team. It really is his show. And you're seeing them come together, and of course you have to credit Billy Donovan too, because he's gotten them to play a really exciting brand of basketball here.
Heat Nation, we're here playing for the playoffs, and your seats to the playoffs are waiting. Visit heat.com/postseason tickets to purchase tickets now. So H had to go back during that timeout. He attended to on what seemed like a left hand injury of some sort. So on the floor now, it's Wiggins, Adebayo, Mitchell, Anderson, and Duncan Robinson in for the first time tonight, with Anderson as well. Misses from the left side of the arc, does Duncan. Bam pulls it down. Another opportunity for Miami. Wiggins has it. Right side of the arc. Back out to Duncan. He'll put it on the floor this time. Drive. It gets deflected out of bounds by White, as Duncan was trying to get it into that right corner pocket to the hands of Mitchell.
And Chicago opened that possession in a zone, and off the offensive rebound, scrambled right back into a man.
28-18, 3:38 remains in our opening quarter of this 9-10 play-in game. Anderson inbound to Bam, pump fake, jab step, now the 3 over the top of Vooch, and nothing but net for the captain. His second making 4 tries. He has 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, does Bam. And the Heat are 5 of 8 from the edges, 63% from 3. Heat up 31-18. With just a little over 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Here's White. Got to the mid-post, brings it all the way back out for 3. Misses it with Bam on the contest. Dunk of the rebound, gives to Anderson. He'll push it up left side. Looking to feed Bam, and does with White on his back. Vooch comes over, but not in time. With a missed hook by Bam.
Yeah, he didn't have a great angle on that shot.
Here's White up top, uses a Vooch screen to get to his right. Gets to the right elbow, pulls it back out. Puts it in Terry, who feeds Vooch, who throws it away.
Thank you, Vooch, because Vooch had Davion Mitchell with his head under the rim. Thank you, sir.
That was coming.
That's called unforced. That is about as great as an unforced turnover with bodies around that you'll see. And Miami now, this is where you want to capitalize, right? You got to make them pay for their mistakes because they're, at some point in this game, are going to make you pay for yours.
Williams tried to climb up in that right corner to go get that pass, but just too high. Here's Duncan in the left corner. Gets by Williams, feeds Bam. He snaps it to Anderson, who gets it to Mitchell, driving down the right side of the paint. To Bam from the dots, it bounces off front iron. Heat in front 31-18. 2:22 to go here in the first. Terry down the left block. Blocked by Anderson. Out of bounds and off of the hands of Dalen Terry.
Dalen Terry opened up his shoulders, and Kyle Anderson did an excellent job positioning his body for the block. He is an excellent shot blocker. We know his nickname. We know his speed, all that stuff. Guess what? His IQ. He knows angles. He knows where to get the ball. And, I mean, he doesn't have to step on Dalen Terry. That's one of the more athletic guys in the league. Kyle Anderson makes him pay.
Next dead ball, Hero and Ware will check in, but here comes Wiggins driving, leaves it for Bam. Pump fake, goes up, got fouled. Maybe twice on that one. They're only going to count one of them. I think Williams got him first, and then who else was under there? Collins.
Yeah, what a pump fake from Bam. I love that. Be quick, don't hurry. Take your time down there.
Williams, his first personal foul. Team's first in this first quarter. 3 to give for Chicago. The Heat have 3 team fouls on the board with 2:04 remaining in the first, with 1 to give. Bam knocks down the first. And here comes Tyler into the game. That's where we'll most likely place Bam, since he's still hanging out with us at the scores table.
Tyler wants back in. He's like, oh we're scoring right now. Chicago has not come out the best defensively. And you know who's taking advantage of that? Tyler Hero.
There it is.
Getting to the paint at will.
Well, by the way, it's back perfect. They must have gone back and made that block a steal.
It was.
And that's exactly what it was. And so Tyler's 5 for 5. And Bam 2 for 2 from the line. He has 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists in his first 10 minutes tonight. Heat in front, 33-18. Just under 2 minutes remain. Giddey wide open for 3. Somebody doubled off Giddey. That shouldn't have happened. His first make from downtown in 2 tries. 11 points in the first quarter for Giddey, matching that of Tyler Hero. The Heat also have a double-digit score in Wiggins, who's getting a breather right now. Heat on a 14-6 run. Tyler trying to add 3 more to it, and does! He's made all 6 of his shots, Heat Nation. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. Number 14 has 14.
And that one was fairly contested. He created some space himself. But wow.
Contested and long. 28 feet. Here's Giddey on the drive. Loses the ball. Ricochets off of a bunch of legs. The last one belonged to a Bulls player. So it's going to be Heat ball with a buck. 17 remaining in the first quarter. The Heat up 15. Bam will get a breather. Ware's back in with those 2 personal fouls. He's also got 2 rebounds and an assist. It's not taking a shot yet. Let's get that man a lob. 36-21. 1:10 to go here in the first. Davion, left side, working the baseline over to the right. Gets it to Tyler. He'll dive in off the arc, put it up, got fouled from behind. I think White got his wrist. Tyler got up.
And Jack's on the other end. Miami is throwing crowds on Josh Giddey. You're not seeing too much in isolation with him, right? I mean, that's why he's a little bit flustered. The 1 3 he hit, totally uncontested, no one around him. For the most part, Miami is... And I feel like we've talked about this earlier this week. I said, I'm not sure what this game is going to look like, but Josh Giddey is not going to get 30, right? Like, there's going to be one thing this team does. He ain't getting 30 because I couldn't believe this. Josh Giddey averages 15, 8, and 7 on the season. He's averaging 26, 10, and 10 against the Miami Heat this year. That's unacceptable for the Heat, right? Ain't nobody averaging that on this team.
And let's keep in mind, he missed the last 2 games of the season. 3 of the last 4 with a forearm injury. He's been playing through pain. He said it's something that can't be dealt with until after the season is over. Played in 13 of the team's final 20 games due to pain in his right arm, missing 7 of those contests. Tyler made them both at the line. So Hero, Adebayo, and Wiggins. 33 of the 38 points, and an answer at the other end by Collins, who a nice little jumper from 21 feet. But Heat still in command, 38-23. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Mitchell on the drive, left hand into the paint, got fouled before he got the ball into the hands of Ware underneath, so non-shooting foul. Fouls on Giddey his first.
Yeah, Miami is just getting into the paint tonight really early in this game, and it's created some nice open looks, but I love that when they are driving into the paint, they're not looking for the, okay, collapse, who's open at the three-point line. They're going to go finish if they're not getting stopped, and that time Davion gets in there, and he misses the first free throw. I did your job, sorry.
I like what you do. Heat 4 or 5 from the line, 80%. 3 for 3 from the stripe for the home team, Chicago Bulls. Heat in front, 38-23, 35.3 seconds remaining in this one. Haywood has an elbow contusion, we're being told, and will return to the contest. He's in that contest, so he must have got one of those. So when he was shaking that hand, it was probably that numbness you get when you get that little stinger in there. The cut by Giddey left to right along the baseline turns into a right-hand layup. Nice feed into his hands by Collins. Giddey has 13, bested only by Tyler, who has 16. So consider Chicago has 25 points, and Giddey has 13 of them. Double team on Tyler up top, gets it off to Duncan. Now to Davion, springing out on the left side, jump pass, deflected into the hands of Buzelis. Cut off by Anderson. Last shot of the quarter, and it's a 3-ball that's not going to count. They're probably going to take a look at it. They definitely are. We'll hear from the voice of our crew chief, Zach Zarba, to affirm what I think is true. They are going to take a look at it. And Amy, you've seen a replay. What do you think of Boozy here?
That's about as close as I've seen it. And I got to say, because the call on the floor was no basket, this is going to be interesting. I mean, it was
You're saying it's not
one. I mean,
conducive video to say that it was good. Well, they're going to take that thing down frame by frame as we take our break. With the Heat up right now, 39-25, led by the 16 points of Tyler Hero. 10 points in 10 minutes from Wiggins as well. After one, the Heat by 14. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Welcome to the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament. A chance to punch your ticket to the playoffs and earn a spot on the main stage.
Their title hopes are still alive.
But to prove you've got what it takes, you've got to take somebody's place. Every game, every play, and every moment matters. All you got to do is win to get in. Don't miss the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament April 15th through 18th on ESPN and TNT.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Tighe from your Miami Heat audio experience. The Miami Heat white-hot playoffs are back, and your seats are waiting. Be there as Bam Adebayo.
Bam, left elbow jumper. Game!
And Tyler Hero.
Splash down for Tyler!
Look to lead us back to the NBA Finals and secure banner number 4. Be here for Miami Heat postseason basketball. Visit heat.com/postseason tickets to purchase your tickets now. Go Heat.
For Miami Heat game days, DoorDash is your triple threat, bringing the food, drinks, and supplies right where you need it. The one who delivers the energy boost at halftime gives your watch party that spark, the playmaker and the daymaker. When the Heat needs you most, that's when you need DoorDash. Call in the sixth man, DoorDash, official partner of the NBA.
We do have a change in the score after review. That three by Buzelis is the first shot he took in 6 minutes and 9 seconds of play in that first quarter was good. So 39-28, an 11-point lead for Miami. They led by as much as 17 in that first quarter. The Heat +3 in points off turnovers, +2 in points of the paint, +3 in second chance points, +4 in fast break points. The real separation for Miami, shooting 61% that first quarter.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If you're Miami, and you have to be encouraged about it, Chicago on the regular season, they're 15-32 when a team makes 13+ threes against them. So Miami has shot the ball really well in that first quarter, and what a humble reminder from Buzelis about finding guys in transition.
There's White up top, being tracked by Mitchell. Screen by Collins, frees White right into Ware. He'll drive into him, but decide to flip it out to Giddey for three. He misses from the left corner pocket. And ball out of bounds off of Chicago. Going to be Heat ball. Giddey has hit 5 of 10 in his first 10 minutes, 1 of 3 from downtown.
And how about this? Josh Giddey shoots 38% from long range on the season. Last 10, he's shooting 34%. And gets to Miami, 53%.
Oh, nice little surge for the man. Here's Tyler on the move. Pauses at the dots, fades over behind Herter, knocks it down, laying down, damn near. 7 for 7 for Tyler in 9 minutes. He has a game-high 18. Heat up 41-28. Collins moves it to Buzelis, who got a foot out of bounds. The rookie was moving, but he had one of those dogs out of bounds. Man, looking at this replay again, I mean, that three ball to end the first quarter was on his fingernail at 0.1. But off of it at 0-0. Here's Robinson. Leads Mitchell, springs out of the right corner, gets into the paint, gets into Ware, checks his toes, fires, misses a three from the left corner pocket.
That's not a bad shot. Off the paint touch, wide open. And he used some clock, right? Not out of control.
His first shot of the contest. White spins off Mitchell, gets right to the rack for a layup on the right side. Heat by 11, 10:40 here in the second quarter. Duncan springs off the left side, flips it up and in, bouncing off the bottom of the circle.
You're going to run Duncan Robinson off the three-point line. He's going to get into the paint, right? He's going to get over top of you because he's 6'7".
Heat 43-30, 10:25 here in the second quarter. White gets down underneath Ware, decides not to attack that, gets it to Giddey. He bounces off Anderson's chest, so moves it to Buzelis on the drive. Contest by Anderson again. And a miss by the rookie. Snap in to Ware, gets up and throws it down. Tyler thread a needle from half court to get that ball down inside to Ware.
And he was looking at Duncan Robinson in the corner. That was a no look.
Legit didn't peek.
He got me.
Giddey gets it in the hands of Collins, trying to get away from Anderson. He rips it. Anderson has the ball. Pushing up past the timeline. The feed into Ware. He'll get up past Giddey and crack it on his melon. Timeout, Bulls.
Miami right now, they're doing anything they want. But, I mean, they're also doing the smart things. Like, they're making the right plays. How about Kel'el Ware that time? Just taking a second, right? Collecting himself, understanding that he has a smaller player right at the rim on him. Just a great, I'm only at 50 points right now. They're right there.
Heat right back to their biggest lead. 17, 47-30. So it's both sides of this clicking at the same time, Amy, as Chicago's only put 30 on the board, and we are at the 9:44 mark in the second quarter. And here's the thing, they've hit half their shots. The Heat are just on a heater.
I thought this was really interesting. Today I was working out some averages, and Chicago, who averages over 90 shots a game, 92 shots a game, one of the top teams in the league. Against Miami, they averaged 89 shots. So Miami's done a nice job containing. But guess what? The Heat have averaged 93 shots against the Bulls. They've actually pushed more. Isn't that right? I did the same thing, Jax.
Yeah.
I kind of said, what is happening?
I just gave Amy the confused, what would that be? German Shepherd look.
Well, they've got 27 attempts on net right now.
Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Heat.
I'm John Morgan. When people stop me to ask, what's my case worth? Here's what I tell them. All law firms are not the same at all. You see, the most important part of anyone's injury case is the firm you hire. The insurance company knows exactly which firms fight for full value and which firms will settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Our firm has recovered billions and billions and billions. $3 billion last year alone. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store, the
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store, be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Center for details.
Time to get back courtside with the Heat. The Heat is on the radio.
9:43 to go in the second quarter. It's your Miami Heat 47, Chicago 30. Like Khalil Ware, the Bulls took their time in the first half of the year to let Modest Buzelis grow. Now as a starter, many are saying like Jaime Jaquez was a year ago, he could be the steal with the 24 draft. Since Zach LaVine went west to open a spot for the rookie, he's responded. 14 points, 4.5 rebounds a game to aid Chicago in their late season push. Depending on what direction the Bulls want to go in the future, Buzelis definitely looks like he's going to be part of it, Jax.
Tommy, thank you very much. Heat Rewards is here, Heat Nation. Season ticket and Heat Elite members. It's time to earn an extra 150 rewards points. Click the member section on the Heat app. Tap rewards into the code postseason. Put that in the Heat Rewards section. Do it now. The code expires at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So act now. Here comes Dalen Terry bringing it up. Feeds the hands of Vooch. Chicago moving right to left, scoring in front of their bench in the first half from our broadcast position. As Vooch misses from up top, Tyler brings it down.
It's a stagnant look. It's a stagnant three. You live with those.
Mitchell driving right into White's chest, gets off of it to Anderson, mid-post right side, back out to Mitchell, who move it to Duncan. He catches and fires and misses from the left side of the arc. Ball saved in bounds, and now a foul on Tyler, who's tied up with Terry to try to get that rock. For Tyler, that's his first personal foul. The team's first here in the second quarter.
You could take one to slow him down. I mean, it's Tyler, so I don't know if you want that one, but at least it slows him down a little bit.
Ball now in hands of Vooch, a handoff to Terry, kicks it out top. Buzelis for three, misses it. Ware pulls it down, and now Chicago 3 for 10 from downtown. Tyler up top, Ware and Terry on his back. Flips it back, it's deflected, so White gets there before Davion could, and White now fires up. Wanted contact on the three, didn't get it. An air ball pulled in by Terry. And it's going to be a turnover on Chicago as White did not establish himself inbounds after being out of bounds, springing up in the air. He has to land first and then catch the ball. Caught it before he landed. And so a turnover, and it's Heat ball as White will sit down.
And he's upset because he didn't get the call, but he actually was the one that initiated the contact on Mitchell, who did an excellent job of putting both hands up and saying, "Oh, I'm touching him."
He should have been happy it was a no call. Otherwise, it was an offensive foul. Duncan from up top. A nice slow rotation splash down. That thing had a beautiful rainbow arc. The first make from downtown for Duncan. He's 1 for 3. Heat up by 20 at the 8-12 mark here in the second quarter. Vooch for 3. He knocks it down. on the catch and fire from the top of the arc, shading to his left a little bit. Heat in front, 50-33, 8 minutes just past us here in the second quarter. Duncan has it up top, has a screen from Ware. Hesitation, now the drive, kicks it back out top to Mitchell. Back to Duncan, left corner. Vooch is there. He elevates, fires a three, knocks it down with Vooch contesting right in his face. Heat back up 20.
What else do you want me to do? What a shot from Dunk.
Like he was shooting out of a silo. Now getting inside, couldn't get the connect. Ball snapped out, popped out upside. Off the deflection. Buzelis brings it back, gets it to Horton Turner. He'll power in after flipping back. The three ball doesn't connect for Chicago, and Ware pulls it down. That's his fourth as Terry missed it from 27 feet. Here's Ware, spinning on Vooch. Gets ripped away, out of bounds, and it did tap off his forearm after Vooch knocked it out of his hands. And it's going to be Bulls ball with Wiggins and Bam coming back in. Ware get a breather here.
That's great hands from Vooch. I mean, quick, because when you swipe down hard, you got to get the ball. So that was excellent. But I got to say, if you're Bam and you're Wiggins right now, checking into this game, the amount of energy you have to bring is got to be elite, because you got to keep your foot on the gas. You were playing one of the top pace teams on their home court. No lead is safe in this building.
Heat on a 12-3 run up by 20, 53-33, 6:54 here in the second quarter. White with a push after it goes out of bounds. They're going to call it a jump ball. But how about the forearm after the dead ball?
And Kobe White is clearly frustrated right now. And if you're Miami, just keep meeting them with physicality, right? Like legal physicality. Andrew Wiggins was right in front of him.
So the jump ball is off of what? Both guys had a hand on the ball before it went out of bounds?
I'm not sure, Jax.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Bam about to jump here with Vooch. Bam 13 straight games with a made three. As he knocked his three down back in the first quarter.
Vooch, yeah, come on, everybody wake up. Let's go. Vooch just caught the ball. That's illegal.
They're going to throw it up again, even though Vooch ended up catching the ball in the circle.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if Bam or Vooch made contact with it either. They both kind of swiped. And nonetheless,
that's what allows a re-jump there.
Yeah, take your breath, stay composed.
Heat 53-33. 6:52 remains in the second quarter. Bam wins that tap. Mitchell has it up top. He just called Bam up for the screen. Didn't wait on Bam, but gets the ball to Bam at the free throw line to jump in the carrot off the front iron.
Oh, that's such a great look for Bam.
Bam 2 for 7. Horton Turner driving. Gets to White. He'll spring up off the dots. Missed it. Vooch couldn't put it back up. And Bam knocks it away. Into the hands of Wiggins. Wiggins, head down, driving all the way. Finger roll, too hard. Bam pulls it down. Goes back up with the hook. Got it to go with the left hand. Heat in front, 55-33. Bam has 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a rip. Williams up top, letting it fly. After a whistle, there was foul in the left corner before Williams got it off. It's on Wiggins, his first, team's second here in the second quarter.
For the most part, Miami's fouls have been tough. Like you're not getting anywhere that you want to go easily. You know, it might be a foul, but it's a fight.
Largest lead of the game for Miami. It's 22. They've outscored Chicago 16-5 in this second quarter. Here's Herter. Sidestep, fires a three, left side of the arc. It pops out right into Bam's hands.
You live with those.
Listen, and they got to fire these threes. They're down by so much. But they are 4 of 14 from downtown. Mitchell gets inside, turns it over. White has it, kicks it up to Buzelis, attacking left side of the rack. Got it up and in and drew the foul. Duncan's disappointed. He's trying to stay in front. Got Euro'd and still drew a whistle.
And that's just talking about the fouls being hard. That was one of the, I thought Duncan did a nice job of actually staying in front and maybe, I guess, raked him with his hands a little too much.
Miami 55-35, 5:36 remains in this second quarter. The Heat just taking care of business, and mostly from downtown, shooting 62%, 8 of 13. Chicago under 30% from downtown. Ellis missed the and one free throw. Mitchell for three, left corner pocket, nothing but net. It is a complete inferno in here from downtown for Miami. 9 of 14 from the edges. Hooch powers the ball away from Bam and got a layup. All in one little move, snatching it on the feed from Buzelis. Hooch has 7 points, 3 rebounds. Second time for Buzelis. Here's Wiggins. Making his way down to the baseline. Hands it off to H, who gets it to Duncan. Duncan back to H up top. He'll turn on Buzelis, drive, spin on him, throw up a hook. Got it to go over the rookie's head.
Miami's responding to everything right now, and when you're down 20, that is incredibly frustrating.
White puts it up, right hand, left side, too hard off the glass. Bam pulls down his 6th rebound, gets it to Duncan, moves to Davion left side. He's surveying things as he walks it back up to Duncan, quick to Bam outside the left block. Boots right there. Bam right into him, throws the hook over him. Hard off the iron, had a great look out of his hands. Bam's 6th miss in 9 tries, but he does have 9 points and 6 rebounds.
He's getting good shots, though, right? He's got to stick with them. He's getting really good looks, Jax.
Williams on the move, up top, step back, moves it to Vooch. He'll snap it left to White. Sees a double team, falls down, loses the ball. Bam has it, up ahead, in front. H tracks it down. It's a little in front of him. Got it up top to Duncan. Duncan puts it on the floor. Fires the three. A little short, as Buzelis was there for the contest. Lead up 60-37. 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Williams wide open for three, left side of the arc. Nick Parham's off.
That was an incredible pass from Kobe White. You can't ask for a better look if you're Williams.
11th miss in 15 tries from downtown for Chicago, and it's the exact opposite in 15 tries for Miami, as they've hit 9 of those 15. And the Heat are in front 60-37 with 3:32 remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, you like it, but I'm not going to love it till that buzzer's down. It is far too early to feel good.
Heat right on their biggest lead right now, and it's 23. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Tighe from your Miami Heat audio experience. The Miami Heat white-hot playoffs are back, and your seats are waiting. Be there as Bam Adebayo,
Bam, left elbow jumper, game!
And Tyler Hero
Splash down for Tyler!
look to lead us back to the NBA Finals and secure banner number 4. Be here for Miami Heat postseason basketball. Visit heat.com/postseason tickets to purchase your tickets now. Go Heat.
Hey, it's the Good Greek Spiro, and I have some exciting news. Good Greek has been awarded National Mover of the Year. You've trusted the Good Greek for decades with your family's moving and storage needs. Now Good Greek is proud to be the nation's top mover. So when it's time for you to move across town or across the country, trust America's best mover, Good Greek. Go to goodgreek.com for Good Greek, the National Mover of the Year.
Good Greek moving and storage, your superhero movers.
Time to get back courtside with the Heat. The Heat is on the radio.
The Miami Heat lead the Bulls in a win-or-die game, 60-37. 3:32 remains in the first half. 23 points is the largest lead the Heat have had thus far, in large part thanks to, who else? Tyler Hero. He's still perfect from the floor. 7 for 7, 16 first-quarter points. He has 18 overall. Wiggins with 10 first-quarter points as well. The Heat shooting 9 of 15 from beyond the arc, while Chicago struggles from there, just 26%. And before the game, Jackson Amy, I stress limiting assists for Chicago. If they get to 30, odds are they win. Right now, 7 of just 15 of their buckets have been assisted on. It sounds like a lot, but 15 makes not that much right now. They're shooting 41%. We'll talk more about it coming up on Bacardi Halftime Report. Back to you in Chicago.
Alejandro got my eyes on turnovers as well. Chicago has 10 of them. Miami 5. The Heat 13 points off the Bulls' turnovers.
And Miami averages 16 points a game off turnovers. But the other number, Jax, right now the Bulls have 4 fast break points. They're 2 for 3. They have had 3 shots when you talk about fast break. This team averages 19 fast break points a game. And so Miami's been making shots, but they've certainly also, I'm trying to think of how many easy looks that Chicago's missed. They've missed a couple easy ones, but Miami's defensive effort has been great in this first half.
And Tyler back in. As Alejandro reminded us, man hasn't missed in 7 tries, 2 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line. A game-high 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Heat's leading scorer this regular season. Inbound, H gets it to Mitchell. White's tracking him, gets behind Tyler. Hand off to Wiggins. Gets down to the dots, puts it up, left hand swirls around once, twice, and then in for Wiggins, his 5th make in 9 tries. He has a dozen points.
A little Euro step too, almost a little shift to get an open lane. It wasn't quite a Euro, I don't know.
It was Canadian.
I was trying to think of the middle, but.
Yeah, Canadian step. Otherwise Atlantic Ocean, right?
Nova Scotia step.
There it is. Here's Herter off the glass. Got it to go, springing off that right block. 62-39 Miami. 2:55 remaining in the first half. So far, so good for Miami. Sustaining is everything. Wiggins for 3. Misses from the left side of the arc. Then he pulls it down. His 4th rebound to go with his 13 points, halfway to his season average against Miami. And we haven't finished this first half yet, but that's all Chicago's had in offensive firepower thus far. Vooch throws it away. Wiggins smacks it away, I should say. Here's H. The run, the scoop, missed it. Bam, tries to clean it up. Tyler does. He gets fouled by Williams. So he's still clean on the jumpers. That one from the bottom of the circle. He'll head to the line where he's also perfect. 2 for 2 after that 3rd rebound on the offensive end.
And this is where I'm talking about a connected team. First of all, defensively, Andrew Wiggins played a lane perfectly. And by the way, when they teach you to deny with your thumb down, it's so you can whack the ball that way. I mean, that's textbook, and you learn that when you are in your first basketball camp, when you're on deny defense. So that was wonderful. But then to go from the defense to the offense, H, Bam, and Tyler all right at the rim. Good things happen when you sprint to the rim in transition.
Tyler makes the first. He's 3 for 3 at the line. He has 19 points on perfect shoot. Heat on a 22-9 run over the last 8 minutes and 16 seconds.
Do you know what that sounds like? It sounds like an all-star.
The all-star has 20. 57th game this year with 20 or more points for Tyler Hero. Heat in front, 64-39. Mid-range jumper goes for Herter inside the arc on the right side. His 2nd make in 4 tries. He's 0 for 2 from downtown. 4 points in 17 minutes for Herter. Heat up 64-41. 1:53 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Wiggins, locked up, bam, and he cracks it on the right side. Beautiful 2-man action.
In less than 10 seconds on the shot clock, right? You're burning time and you're finding open dunks, okay.
Vooch knocks down a little retaliation on the other end. His 2nd make in 3 tries. He's the 2nd double-digit scorer now for Chicago. 13 for Giddey, 10 for Vooch. Heat in front. Their lead is 22. Tyler trying to make it 25, and does. 8 for 8. 3 for 3 from 3. The man has 23 points.
H faked a back screen. Tyler actually was able to get the handoff the other way because of it. The defender was waiting for the screen. Tyler went the other way.
69-44 Miami. Just over a minute remains in the 2nd quarter. White for 3. Knocks down the 3. Answering Tyler's 3. He's hit 205. He joins the double-digit scoring party. Both teams with 3 folks in that department. The runner by Mitchell goes right down the middle of the paint.
Linebacker, big dog. That was all upper body strength right now. Created space, took the bump, created the bump.
34 of the Heat's 71 points from the paint. Heat up 71-47. Inside the last minute of the first half. White working baseline. Loses the ball in the air. Bam pulls it in. Gets it to Tyler. Spo slowing everybody down. Tyler working from the near side. United Center Arena logo. Now flying to his left. Now the feed inside. Kick back to H for three. Missed it from the right side. Pulled down by Giddey. Shot clock off. 13 ticks to go. Even though that three didn't go down, the Heat chewing into the clock. Up 71-43. Giddey, 7 seconds to go on the move. Left-hand dribble into Bam. Pulls it back out to White for three. He misses. Rebound, Bam. And that's the end of the first half. Heat 71-47. And some boos are sneaking in the building.
So that last defensive possession, when you want to talk about knowing your personnel and your scout, Tyler stepped up to guard Josh Giddey. Bam was guarding the screener and Vooch. They wanted that switch. They wanted Bam to pick up Tyler Hero. As soon as Vooch set that screen, Bam met him, right? I mean, that's Miami right now is doing everything that they want. In Chicago, you have to expect a push right now out of the locker room, right? Like these first couple minutes, you're going to shut this door or you're going to let him back in.
Right now, the Heat shooting 59%, I should say, to get their 71 points, 56 from downtown, 33% from downtown for Chicago. They shot 45% overall, and getting it a little better, quite honestly, in the latter portion of that second quarter. Heat led by Tyler Heroes, 23 points, 12 from Wiggins, 11 for Bam. Leading scorer for Chicago, that would be Giddey. He has 13, 11 for White. Vooch with 10. Time to take a break. When we come back, it's a McCarty halftime report. Manning that very program for you, Tommy and Alejandro. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Not a voice in my head, just a feeling. And by the way,
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Togg of your Miami Heat audio experience. Now is your chance to embark on a behind-the-scenes tour of Miami's premier sports and entertainment venue, Kaseya Center, home of your three-time NBA champions, Miami Heat. You will feel like you're about to suit up for Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra when you step inside the iconic Miami Heat locker room and training facilities. Then get your VIP experience by visiting arena suites and lounges and the media control room. Visit KaseyaCenter.com/tours to book your guided tour now.
Katy Perry. The Lifetimes Tour with all the hits. Saturday, August 23rd, Kaseya Center.
I'm his queen, I'm his freak.
Katy Perry with a show that's larger than life.
I got the eye of the tiger.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Katy Perry live. It's a party and you're invited.
Dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Easy there. There's a better way to NBA with the NBA app.
Wait, really?
Follow your favorite teams and the league's brightest stars. Be on the ball with real-time stats and scores.
Yeah?
And go behind all the drama with new docs and shows. Catch every swish, dunk, and bucket. All of this, all in one place, all for free.
Thank you.
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Florida Blue presents Game-Changing Health Solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Time to recap the first half of Miami Heat basketball. This is the halftime show on the Miami Heat audio experience.
The Miami Heat audio experience halftime show is presented by Bacardi. Live passionately, drink responsibly. By Kia, the official vehicle of the Miami Heat. And by Ticketmaster, the official ticket partner of the Miami Heat.
Heat in front. Their lead is 22. Tyler trying to make it 25. And does. 8 for 8. 3 for 3 from 3. The man has 23 points.
Perfection. 8 straight, and 8 isn't enough, folks. Hi, everybody. Our score at the break, Miami 71, Chicago 47. What's gone on in the bull ring? Let's welcome in Alejandro Solana. Well, where would you like to start? You expected running and pace. That's all we kept hearing about for the last few days. And how would the Heat counter it? Well, I think they figured something out, and they've been as successful for 2 quarters as anybody in the 305 might have hoped. But it's not one thing that's getting the job done. It's a lot of things they're doing offensively that have really been clicking.
Absolutely, Tommy, but I'm going to focus on picking the right attacks, and Miami isn't settling for jumpers despite there being space. As Amy said 10 times, they can do whatever they want. So that jumper's been there because of the drop coverage. But Tommy, Tyler Hero, he goes 6 of 6 in that first quarter, 4 of 4 at the rim. And how about Andrew Wiggins? We talked about 0 attempts at the rim when these two teams played 10 days ago. Tonight, he is living and feasting inside the restricted area. Miami's knocking down their 3, sure, Tommy, but they're the ones making the difference underneath the basket.
Our halftime score, Miami 71, Chicago 47. Up next, taking a page out of the White Album, Alejandro rejoins us with some numbers from tonight's first half in a matter of moments. This is the Bacardi Halftime Report on the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Euro step around that hot take and make a play today with Robinhood. With a 3% boost on your annual IRA contributions with Robinhood Gold, your money starts working for you. That's an easy assist without the flagrant fouls. Robinhood, official investing and jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires gold for 1 year from first match. Must keep IRA for 5 years. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. For more information, go to Robinhood.com/retirement. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
For Miami Heat game days, DoorDash is your triple threat, bringing the food, drinks, and supplies right where you need it. The one who delivers the energy boost at halftime gives your watch party that spark, the playmaker and the daymaker. When the Heat needs you most, that's when you need DoorDash. Call in the 6th man, DoorDash, official partner of the NBA.
Injured in a crash? You deserve Anajar Levine. We stand up to the big insurance companies. They want you to settle for a fraction of what your case is worth, but we'll fight to get you the maximum money for your injuries. Experience the Anajar Levine difference. Call me, Glenn Levine, at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Fort Lauderdale.
Time for more of the halftime show on the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Mitchell down to the dots, gets to Wiggins for 3 left side. He knocks that one down. The Heat 4 for 5 from downtown. That's 80% as Wiggins is 2 for 2. He's got 10 points. Heat up 28-14.
Their largest first quarter lead at 1 point, and they continue to find the going to their liking in the second quarter. Our score through 24, Miami 71, Chicago 47. Have we found a fair fight in this one? Well, let's welcome back Alejandro. We wondered who'd set a tone in this game, and we heard Tyler Hero, 8 shots, made them all. And although no individual is that hot along with him, we mentioned Wiggins is playing well, so is Bam. 21 field goals as a team, off 21 assists, 27 field goals, while their 3-ball is 10 of 18 so far. Do you like the way they're continuing to attack really on both ends? They're not only scoring, but they're forcing turnovers.
Oh, yeah, Tommy, 11 turnovers right now for Chicago. Miami has scored 15 off those turnovers. How do you keep the Bulls from beating you in transition? Part of it is executing on the offensive end. The less misses you have, it's not that hard, right? It's not rocket science. The less opportunities for Chicago to grab those boards and beat you down the floor. They're forcing the Bulls to play in the half court. And let's be honest, Tommy, this Heat team came out on the defensive end with a different type of approach. They've been the more physical team. It's why they're winning all of the hustle categories.
Our halftime score, Miami 71, Chicago 47. Still ahead, King Me. A check of the NBA schedule with one more game in the play-in tournament to go tonight, and much, much more in mere moments. You're listening to the Miami Heat Audio Experience.
Kia is the official automotive partner of the NBA. Maybe that's why we think about basketball a lot. The plays, the swagger, the glory, the games. And when we're not thinking about basketball, we're thinking about things that elevate our own game. It starts with a lineup of star players, like the 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line, with capability that takes us to another level. The best seats in the house, all 7 of them. Ground clearance that propels us even higher. And available dual panoramic displays that steal the show. These are the things that occupy our minds. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. The stylish 3-row 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line all-wheel drive. Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Time for more of the halftime show on the Miami Heat audio experience.
Welcome back, everybody. Our score at recess, Miami 71, Chicago 47. Well, Alejandro, 59% shooting for Miami in the first half, 56 from 3, 21 assists, a +3 on the glass, and they've only committed 5 turnovers to Chicago's 11. Can they possibly keep up this type of production in the second half? Do they need to continue to hold leads like this throughout the game?
It's a fair question. The Heat perhaps put up their best and most efficient first half of the season. If it's not one, it's in the top 3, Tommy. Can they do it? Can they do it again? I don't know. And you know the Bulls are coming out of this halftime break with a different mentality as well. They're going to try to blitz the Heat and play their style, knock in more shots. It seemed like they were getting a little bit hotter towards the end of that second quarter as well. A 24-point cushion should be enough, but one too many times we've seen the Bulls come back against the Heat. This first 4 or 5 minutes of the third is so important. You want the Heat to play as physical of a brand of basketball as we've seen and let Tyler Hero cook, Tommy.
On the NBA play-in schedule, Dallas is at Sacramento out west. That tips off somewhere around 10 after 10. And the winner of this game tonight, the Heat or the Bulls, will move on in the play-in tournament and play on Friday night in Atlanta. That's tonight's Bacardi Halftime Report, presented by Bacardi. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Coral Gables, Florida. Our halftime score, Miami 71, Chicago 47. When we return, we'll join Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert with second-half action. This is the Bacardi Halftime Report in the Miami Heat audio experience.
Welcome to the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament. A chance to punch your ticket to the playoffs and earn a spot on the main stage.
Their title hopes are still alive.
But to prove you've got what it takes, you've got to take somebody's place. Every game, every play, and every moment matters. All you got to do is win to get in. Don't miss the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament April 15th through 18th on ESPN and TNT.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Tighe from your Miami Heat audio experience. The Miami Heat white-hot playoffs are back, and your seats are waiting. Be there as Bam Adebayo,
Bam, left elbow jumper, game!
and Tyler Hero
Splash down for Tyler!
look to lead us back to the NBA Finals and secure banner number 4. Be here for Miami Heat postseason basketball. Visit heat.com/postseason tickets to purchase your tickets now. Go Heat.
Lil Baby presents Wham World Tour. See him live in concert in Miami. Lil Baby playing Kaseya Center June 10th, featuring special guests Big X The Plug and Low Shimmy. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Lil Baby Wham World Tour. For more, visit whamtour.com.
Calling all Hoopers ages 7 to 17. Join us for up to 12 sessions of Junior Heat Summer Camp at Cooper City High School, Kaseya Center, Pickleball Sports Complex, Slam Miami. Pick your spot. Just join us. Camp includes lunch plus special giveaways and player appearances. Visit heat.com/juniorheat to sign up. Back here in the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, it's Amy Audibert, Jason Jackson side by side, courtside. The Heat in front 71-47. 21 assists on 27 made buckets. Shooting 59% for that first half was Miami. 56% from three. 88% from the free throw line. I can go through all the other tough stuff. Nothing was tough.
Right. I mean, it felt like that, didn't it? When you look at Miami, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero have combined for 46 points, 46 to 71. The Chicago Bulls have 47 points total. So the big three for the Heat have certainly stepped up in terms of scoring tonight. Something I'm noticing right now, and I do like this, so when you look at what side of the ball now, Miami Heat's bench is in front of the Miami Heat's defensive end. That's awesome, because while you, of course, want to continue to push and score, when you are up this much, you better defend first and always, because if you win both quarters, even by 1 point, you've still handedly taken care of business.
I think they'll win by 25, right? Something like that. Tonight's item of the game is 25% off. All tees. Visit MiamiHeatStore.com to purchase, or one of our many Heat Store locations.
First three, I'm going to say 3 minutes. First 3 minutes are, crucial. Because if Chicago gets running and going early, they've got a lot of time. It's one thing if they get going early a little bit later in the fourth quarter, right? You just run out of time, but the first couple minutes here, I would say, are paramount.
So here comes Hero, Berksware, Adebayo, and Wiggins on the defensive end. A little press to start off the second half.
Bam was just in front of us, putting his hands on it. Look up, he's on the other baseline on Giddey.
Whole different level of intensity from Miami in this one. Herder up top, has a look for three. The contest by Tyler. He's called for a foul.
Yeah. I actually think Tyler got him on the head. The official saying he got him on the hip. How does the official know Tyler got him on the hip when the official was standing on the other side?
We'll take a look. Justin Van Dyne with the call.
I'm not saying it's wrong. It's an excellent call if he got him on the hip, because he was on the other side of the body. I think he got him on the head. But
Herder at the line with 3 attempts available to him. His first trip to the free throw line in the contest. Chicago 3 for 4 before that make at the line. He's 7 of 8.
Herder's only taking 21 free throws while wearing a Bull jersey. He's not there often, but when you're a shooter, you're usually a pretty good free throw shooter.
Of course, Herder started his career at the Hawks before going to the Kings. As Tommy shared earlier, traded in the deal for Levine. He's 2 for 2 from the line. Third opportunity coming. Knocks them all down. Herder with 7 points. Heat up 71-50 early here in the third quarter. Tyler moves it to Wiggins. Giddey slams into Bam, that beautiful screen. Wiggins gets it back to Bam, left side of the arc. The handoff broken up. Tyler's going to go get it, though. Checks the clock. He's got 8 seconds. 3 ball up top. Misses. And here comes Bouzet. Gets it to Vooch. Flips it to White, left side of the arc. Sets a screen left. He'll use it. Gets to the free throw line. The dodge behind Ware. Put it up. Missed it. Bam pulls it down. Drove right into the back of Ware. Knew he had an opportunity but couldn't convert. Heat by 21. Ware takes the feed. Bounces off Giddey. Puts it up too hard off the glass.
I think that ball actually fell onto his palm and slipped out of his hand.
Here's Ellis. Puts it on the ground. Draws 2. Kicks it back to Vooch for 3. He misses. Ball's bouncing around. Loose ball foul. Going to stay on the Bulls' end. It's going to be on Burks, his second. Team's second here early in the third quarter.
And Chicago has come out a little bit more intense, aggressive. They're embracing and they're actually looking for contact, which is the way that they probably need to play right now. And so while Miami's not playing bad, be prepared for it.
Only way to return to the floor, being down 24 at the half. Separation's now 21. Make it 18. Herder makes his first 3 from the left side of the arc. He's 1 for 3 from downtown. He has 10. Heat 71-53. Wiggins flips it up. Misses. Ware's there to clean it up. Puts it back up. Got fouled. No call. As he tried to put it back up, here comes Giddy flying down. He misses a bunny. Birch picks it up. Going the other way. Birch down to the baseline. Picks it back out to Ware. Moves it to Wiggins. 3 ball. Snaps it up. Misses it. Tapped around. Pulled down by Herter. 6-0 Chicago. It's going to stay that way in third quarter scoring as Herter misses from up top. Heat looking for their first bucket of the third. The 9:43 mark. Here's Bam. Attacked it straight down. Got hit twice. Going to be on a Herter or Vooch. I think Herter got his arm as he was fading away from Vooch, but we'll see.
For Bam, that's on Vooch. That sequence started on the other end, the box out that Bam had to lay on Vooch so somebody else could get the rebound. I mean, you should, full out under him. I mean, every ounce of him was pushing Vooch out of the way, and then at the trail spot attacks. And this is where Bam, to me, has really emerged this year as a leader. Like, because it's more than just doing the right things. It's actually producing out there and making those big plays.
Missed his first free throw of the contest. He's 2 for 3.
You just got to get that first point.
11 points on the night for Bam. 8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Bam misses a second. The Heat still scoreless in this third quarter. Comes White on the attack. Wiggins snatches it away. On the drive, going backwards, gets it up to Tyler Feeds. Bam, cracks it down. Beautiful spin, bounce pass by Tyler to his left. Connecting with Adebayo for Tyler, his 4th time. Bam has 13 points. Here's White, top of the circle, moves it to Giddy, back out top to White. 10 on the shot clock, gets it to Vooch, right side of the circle, out top to Giddy. Bam tracking him. The drive, the contest by Bam. Didn't want to foul him, got him on left. Hand to go off the glass on the left side, then Giddy.
He's so strong, Giddy, when he gets downhill. That was a tough finish, excellent finish, but I mean, through contact.
He got 15 points, Heat in front 73-55. 8:44 to go here in the third quarter. We got a kick ball by Herter, Heat ball. Going to be side out of bounds, near side. In between the coach's hash and midcourt. Bergschel inbound.
To me, these are those inflection possessions. Just come on, push this back to a 20-point game, right? I mean, that's how you suck the life out of a team.
3 ball up top, and you got it, Amy. Wiggins heard you. Strokes it from up top, makes it a 21-point game.
Thank you.
15 points for Wiggins, who's 3 of 5 from downtown. Giddy feeds Vooch, working on Ware, mid-post. Bam's there. Kicks it out top to Giddy for 3. He misses. Offensive rebound for Vooch. Gets it to Buzelis. He flips it out to Giddy. He's on the move. Bounces into Tyler. And Tyler reaches on the move. And it's his 3rd person. 3rd team foul for Miami. 1 to give over the next 8-12 until it's bonus time for Chicago. They have 3 to give the other way.
And it's tough because in the first half, Miami's fouls were all good, hard-hitting fouls. Tyler's gotten called for 2 touch fouls early here in the second half.
Buzelis powers in and throws it down on Burks, who was trying to ride him in off the inbound. But that young fella is big, and he is strong. Born and raised in Chicago is Montes Buzelis. 76-57 Miami. 7:53 here in the third. The feed to Bam. He turns, pauses, flips it out to Tyler. Pump fake, got Herter in the air, drives on him, hits it to Burks for 3. Bounces up, pulled down, off the miss by Vooch. He's got a double-double, 10 and 10. Herter up top, moving to his left, now diving into the paint. Jump pass, nowhere to go, flips it out to White. Up top, he gets to the free throw line, gets to Buzelis, working on Tyler. The drive over the top, finger roll, over Tyler's head, timeout Miami. Buzelis at 6'9", took advantage of his 4-inch advantage over the top of Tyler.
Well, he did it against Burks as well. That's great. You know what I love right now, Jax? So much energy in the building. It's like you feel like it's a 17-point game. Excellent timeout. Just continue to respond. Bend, don't break.
Our score 76-59. There's 7:23 on the clock here in the third quarter. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets. You can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
He's been really aggressive getting downhill for himself, for others making plays. You know, he's a handful getting downhill, so we're going to have to, put multiple bodies in front of him, try to make it as tough as possible and not let him get rhythm early. Once he gets rhythm early, he's able to kind of stay in that mode all night.
He's unlocked a lot of their speed, their driving, their attacking, their aggressiveness. So he gets downhill. That happens right out of the gate. But he also is one of the top pitch ahead guys. And they can get you scrambling if you're not attentive and intentional about how you're going to handle that. But he certainly has added an element to their game.
Since his trade to the Bulls, people kind of on him, and he took that personally. Obviously, it's not only us he's been having success with. He's been doing that to everybody since the trade, I feel like. So you just make things difficult. I understand that, he gets a mismatch, he's like he's going downhill. We just got to guard our yard.
Miami Heat talking about Josh Giddey there. He averaged a triple-double against Miami this season. 7th triple-double of the season actually was against Miami. The last time we were here a week ago. Second most in the season in Bulls history. Of course, Michael Jordan, the only one to have more. In this one so far, Giddey 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. The Pembroke Lakes Mall, Miami Dadeland Mall, Miami International Airport. Kaseya Center store locations are packed with the latest and greatest Heat swag, or shop 24/7, 365 by logging on to MiamiHeatStore.com to check out store hours and get your gear now. Wiggins flips it up, misses. Foul on the loose ball as Bam went up to try to pull in an offensive rebound.
Back to Josh Giddey.
Yep.
He's 15 points right now. He had 13 points in the first quarter. He was 1 for 5 from the field through a scoreless second quarter early here in the third. So Miami's really just tried to take the ball out of his. And he also has 4 assists. You take that, right? Other guys aren't hitting shots.
Giddey, one of the 4 Bulls now in double figures with Herter, Vooch, and White. Wiggins inside, working hard. Hits it out to Tyler. Open space. The baby float up and in for Tyler, who has hit 9 of his 10 offerings in this game. He's got 25. Herter, mid-range, misses. Ware went way up to snatch that one. His head above Vooch's head to pull in that 6th rebound. Here's Tyler, left elbow jumper. Too hard. Giddey with the rebound. And attacking on the other end, got fouled by Ware from behind as he hit pause in the paint before springing up.
It's a good foul, though. I think that's a great foul. I mean, it's unfortunate because it's Ware, and he's got, I believe, 3 now, right? That's his 3rd foul. But it's a good foul. You slow it down. It's not an and one. There's no chance, right?
He's got 3 more.
Go earn him from the free throw line. You just don't get this building pumped up off free throws, right?
Yeah, they flattened out after that timeout Spoon called. The energy in the building, that is.
Tyler's so shifty. I mean, when he catches his ball, I mean, especially on kickouts, he leans to his left, but he plants to his right. How many times has he burned Herter tonight off of that?
That's a great point. Giddey missed the first. To your point. Second one up. It's good. Giddey now 3 of 4 from the line. He has 16. That leads the Bulls. Game's leading scorer Tyler Hero has the rock. Bringing it up right side. He has 25. Gets it to Bam. Bam fakes the handoff back to Tyler. Keeping his left hand dribble alive. Hands it to him this time. Got by Giddey. Fades. Too hard. Just inside the free throw line. White has it coming up the other way. He pauses at the arc. Gets it to Vooch. Moves it to Gonzalez right side of the arc. Back to Vooch. Now it's on the left wing in Giddey's hands. He drives, flips it over his shoulder to Vooch, who now has Tyler on his hip. Double team comes. Out to Buzelis for 3. It's a brick. And Wiggins pulls it down. His 7th rebound. Only Bam has more on the Heat side of the thing with 8. Wiggins for 3. Misses from the left side of the arc. It was a good look. Heat by 18. 5:30 to go here in the third. Make it 15. White strokes it from the left side of the arc. His third make from downtown in 7 tries.
And Alec Burks throws his head up in the air because he gave him just too much of a step. And he leads the league. Kobe White leads the league in transition threes. So he's going to look to push right now.
Heat up 15 with 5:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Their largest lead was 25. The Heat shooting 25% from the floor in this third quarter. Part of the issue. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
You're listening to Miami Heat action on WQAM Miami, WPOW HD2 Miami, WKIS HD2 Boca Raton, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Miami 78-63, just over 5 minutes remaining in the third. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Euro step around that hot take and make a play today with Robinhood. With a 3% boost on your annual IRA contributions with Robinhood Gold, your money starts working for you. That's an easy assist without the flagrant fouls. Robinhood, official investing and jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires gold for 1 year from first match. Must keep IRA for 5 years. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. For more information, go to Robinhood.com/retirement. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Heat.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
5:17 to go in the third quarter. It's your Miami Heat with a 78-63 lead in Chicago. It seems almost like forever since people waited for Cody White to blossom. The resume showed brilliance as in can't miss. The all-time leading scorer in North Carolina Scholastic history, then becoming a Tar Heel where he eclipsed Michael Jordan's freshman scoring record following MJ to the Bulls, where his development hasn't been rapid, but the numbers have been solid, if not spectacular. Then last year in this situation, 42 points in the first play-in game, and after the deadline this year, he's been white on, especially in March when he was East Player of the Month with 2 Player of the Week honors. Like a fine wine improving with age, Miami kept him in check last week. Well, tonight, they can't let him get off. With all 5 starters right now seeming to be clicking, Jax, this is gut check time for the Heat.
Thank you, Tommy. Kobe White in his 6th year out of North Carolina. At 25 years old, the longest tenured player on the roster as it pertains to playing for this particular franchise. From pregame perks to postgame experiences, there's all sorts of ways to make your next Heat game day even hotter. Visit heat.com/gameday upgrades to upgrade your next experience at Kaseya Center. We hope it's late next week against Cleveland. Hold on tight. Win this one. Off to Atlanta for the opportunity to get the 8th seed. 5:17 remains in the third. The inbound to Davion. On the drive down to the free throw line. Pushed it up, got it up and in. Nice little pusher love from Davion. Here's Vooch up top. Moves it to White. Free ball up top. He misses off back iron. Burks goes up and pulls that down with two hands. His third rebound. Heat up 80-63. 4:50 to go here in the third. Davion spins away from Terry. Gets into the circle. Out to Burks. Moves it to H. Now to Bam. Three ball right corner pocket. Karam's off the iron. Terry the rebound. Moves it to White. Changes gears. Puts it up. Swatted away by H. And out of bounds. It's going to stay Bulls ball. There's 16 on the shot clock because White was flying down the other way. But how about H to the apex?
And I mean, here's the thing. H didn't square up. He was running through, but to have to time that, right? So you had a clean look. That's H closing the door.
Inbound to Bam. He takes it away. Thrown too far, and he throws it down as Terry thought that Vooch was going to pop out. Now quickly back down. Vooch with words for Dalen Terry. Williams moves it to Terry on the right side. Got a whistle. It's going to be on Wiggins.
He got
on
caught.
The other side of him.
Wiggins got caught underneath Vooch, and they were linked up, so he couldn't release and get through. Tough foul. Hey, you're not going to cut through the paint easy. It's one of those. You take it.
How about that turnover? It's like when the defensive back becomes the receiver. Because he had a better break on the ball.
Did you have a little drool coming out of your mouth? Because that was right in front of us, and I certainly did. That ball sat in the air for about 5 seconds, and Bam was looking at it like, oh, is this? Am I just going to go?
Bonus time for Chicago, so that off-ball foul ends up in a free throw opportunity. First trip to the line tonight for Vooch. He makes the first. He's got a double-double, 11 and 10. Vooch was 10th in rebounding this year, just a smidge over 10 a contest.
And by the way, a 50-40 season, 53%, 40%, 81%. I mean, what an incredible season for Vucevic in his 14th year.
Shot 29% from three last season. That's called doing the work. Made both the free throws. Here's Mitchell on the move down the right side. Jumps up, ball deflected by Vooch. Gets to Wiggins. It's going to be a loose ball foul as Michelle is cracked into Wiggins. They're all upset because Wiggins sold it a little bit.
He did.
But a foul's a foul. It was a foul.
Jax, I was wondering if you were going to give a green blast in your face right now. Jax is sitting right in front of the challenge light. We're not getting it. And maybe they're saving it for a little bit later, right? I mean,
well, it's definitely a foul. The question is, should there be a flop asserted? And we just haven't seen a whole lot of that this year at all. Not in live action. Here's Wiggins, jump pass out to Bam up top. He'll move it to his right. To Burks, set a screen for him. Burks down the middle. Picks it out of the reach of H.
And Zealous right now is getting a finger taped up.
Got a pinky issue over there on the right hand. It happens in basketball, right, Amy?
I mean, I feel like you're a real baller. One of your pinkies is turned the wrong way.
Boots cracks into Bam Sturdivant. He held his ground. Got the rock on the miss. Up to Mitchell. Jump pass back to Wiggins. He's in traffic. Gets it out of his hands. It's in H's now. Left side of the arc. Gets it to Davion. Now to Burke. Steps into a three. Misses it. Rebound by Terry. His third. Getting with the rock. Left side of the arc. Bam. In front of him. The feed inside to Vooch. He flips it to Terry. That gets blocked from behind. Off of.
That's off of Vooch.
Chicago, it's going to be Heat ball.
And so while Miami really hasn't played super clean offensively, now they're coming up with a couple more stops that they were not earlier on in this quarter. Davion is still in the game 2 or 3 times he's been attacking without intention. And I think if you're going in there, you can't just expect to be able to pitch it out, right?
Bam brings it up, gets inside the arc, the right side. Bounce pass back to Mitchell, sets a screen for Davion. Right back to Bam. Free throw line jumper is off. Bam has hit 6 of his now 14 attempts. Drive down quickly to the other end, a little shove. It's going to be on Davion. Davion doesn't think he was the culprit. Giddy's headed to the line.
Yeah, Zach Zarba telling him you put 2 hands out in front of your chest, and
he really did.
He didn't at all watching the watching the replay.
Miami 82-65, 2:43 remaining. Third quarter, Giddy makes the first, so make it 82-66.
And Davion did such a good job of trying to drive him down to the baseline instead of letting him turn the corner.
Yeah, there was a little contact, but it was really body. There were no hands involved. Maybe a left hand just kind of gliding along his back, but definitely not the gesture that we saw as Giddy makes them both. He's 5 of 6 from the line. He has 18. Lead scorer for the Bulls. Wiggins for 3. Misses from the right side of the arc. Bam gets hit as he comes down with the offensive rebound. The Heat have hit 11 of 26 from downtown. Definitely not falling as gracefully as it did in that first half.
Well, that's part of the conversation. They had 10 makes at half, so they've only made 1 here in the third quarter, but that's part of Chicago's conversation, right? Guys, stay locked in, right? Like they're probably not going to shoot like that in the second half.
Heat 1 for 8 thus far in the third quarter from 3. 10 on the shot clock. Tyler on the drive. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Inside hard to Bam. He couldn't control it. So Giddy has it to White for 3. Misses from the right side of the arc on a great look. In rhythm.
Yeah, Miami got lucky. Duncan was backpedaling. I think you got to meet him at the 3.
Tyler, baby float, got it. His 10th make in 13 tries. That man has 27. He's the game's leading scorer. White pulls it back left side of the arc. Bam tracking him, staying with him on the drive. He draws some contact as he hit the stop button, not even the pause button, the stop. And Bam gets hit with his first personal foul tonight. So Bam can stay physical here.
Yeah, not a
fourth quarter after the bonus is over, by the way.
And what you like about it, Jax, is there's no opportunity for an and run right there. Kobe White is so explosive and really for his size, I think so strong. He misses that first free throw, so that's not a good foul. That's a great foul. But that's the other thing. Like, you don't want to give up and ones. They're high energy plays here. This building is just waiting for a reason to go crazy, and Miami's got to really take accountability and not let that happen.
He hit the second. Now 2 for 3 from the line. Came into this game having hit 36 of 37 from the line in the last 7 games. 4th in the NBA free throw percentage at 90%. Ball to Tyler. In the trees, tries to get it to Bam. He got fouled in the air, and they can't stand it in here.
Oh, he got cracked. That was just a late whistle.
3 guys hit him when he jumped in the air. But listen, I get where Bulls fans are right now. I understand. They got a moan and groan for the rest of the night.
Well, pick one. Did you want Herter or Vooch? Because they both got him. Herter got him across the arms, and Vooch got him with the body.
Didn't Horton Tucker get him on the reach in on the left side, too?
Tyler did a nice job of actually trying to use his elbow to protect his left elbow to protect his right hand in his shooter's pocket.
And some of this devastation this building is Tyler's doing too, because he is been fantastic offensively. 5 for 5 from the line. Timeout in between free throws. Chicago wants to talk about something collegiately. 10 of 13 have gone in for Tyler. He's got 28 points in 25 minutes. Heat in charge, 85-68, with 1:35 remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, when you look at Miami's play-in all-time leaders, which not a lot, play-in's newer, but
did you go into the ether and pull out play-in numbers?
Because you know what stuck out to me? I was looking at them earlier, and you were just talking about Tyler and what he's been doing tonight. So leading the Miami Heat all-time, games played, Tyler. Games started, Tyler. Minutes played, Tyler Hero. Points, Tyler Hero. Field goals made, Tyler Hero. Field goals attempted, Tyler Hero. 3 pointers made, Tyler Hero. Threes taken, Tyler Hero. And so I don't think it's double-figure scoring efforts, Tyler Hero. So I don't think it's a huge surprise that Tyler was going assists Tyler Hero, that Tyler was going to be ready for this. That this type of atmosphere is embraced by him, it is welcomed by him. I love what he said, and I believe it was yesterday's practice. I lean into the work that I've put in, right? Last week, 2 weeks ago, you guys were here. Tyler made a late game decision that didn't go his way. He looked right in the camera and said, "I believe in myself." It doesn't surprise me that Tyler's ready for these moments, and it's because of the work he puts in off seasons, in the gym, the stuff we don't see.
Last 10 games for Tyler, he's averaged 27, 5, and 5. But what's more impressive over the last 10 games, his shooting splits, Amy. 57% from the floor, 47% from 3, and nearly 95% from the line. And Tyler makes both free throws there. He's 100% from the line tonight, 6 for 6. He has 29. And a steal. Mitchell picks it up, back to Tyler. Right hand back down. That man's got 31.
Tyler and Davion just iced Kobe White out of a screen.
And White had to bounce off Duncan's chest as he held his ground. Ball moves to Vooch. Now up top to Herter. Now to White. He bobbles the pass. 8 on the shot clock. Duncan staying with him, the drive, and a late whistle. Duncan got him with the body before the block by Bam. Back to Tyler. 19th game this season with 30-plus points.
There were 5 seconds left on the shot clock. So again, let's keep our glass half full. You're losing some time. You're going to the free throw line. Those aren't high-energy possessions. But the other number with Tyler, you talk about his season numbers, and the one that I'm always going to go to first this year, 77. That's how many games he played this season.
Right? Yep.
He averaged his splits on the whole season 47, 38, 88. That is very close to a 50, 40, 90. 70 games, 35 minutes a night.
The old basketball shooting holy grail.
This season has been incredible for that man.
Amen.
And when you live in paradise, you don't have to go on vacation early.
We don't want to. White makes them both. 4 for 5 from the line. He has 17. Only Giddy has more on their side of the ledger. He has 18. Beat by 18 last minute of this third quarter. Tyler gets 2 black jerseys. Gets it to Duncan, who throws it away. Horton Tucker driving. He loses the ball. Giddy cleans it up behind him and makes it. As it bounced on the rim, it rolled in for his right-hand layup. That was the Heat's 8th turnover. Tyler for 3, misses from the right side of the arc. Giddy jogs it up. 27 seconds to go in the third. Vooch to White up top, moving to his right. Rejects the screen from Vooch and gets back. So he gets off it to Herter. 8 on the shot clock. Double team on Herter. Bounce pass. To Horton Tucker. Last second of the shot clock. He knocks it down. 2-point shot. First take for Horton Tucker. 2 seconds to go. Davion gets ripped. It was Horton Tucker with the steal. The Heat outscored in that third quarter by 10.
The Horton Tucker shot was a mid-range jumper that was highly contested. You got to live with those, right? Like, it can't be bigger than it feels. It feels bigger because the crowd's going crazy. It feels bigger because now Chicago feels like they really have a great opportunity here heading to fourth, and they do. There's a lot of basketball to play, but I'll go back to my halftime comment. First couple minutes here in the fourth quarter, got to push ahead. You've got to shut a door.
Chicago willed off 10 points from the deficit in 12 minutes. They have 12 more minutes, but 14 is the separation now. The Heat have to be better, and Chicago's going to have to be great down the stretch. Heat 88, Chicago 74. 12 minutes to settle the issue of who will advance and who will be eliminated. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Yes, I do. And I'm down in the bayou. Next thing I Getting that tipsy, asked me if I want to get stoned. She said,
This is Jason Jackson with the Miami Heat, and I'm here to introduce you to Accordis, preferred partner of the Miami Heat. Accordis provides the latest technology to help us and many more enterprises like yours to thrive with their solutions for network, managed printing, IT security, and more. They hold one of South Florida's largest authorized partner networks, partnering with Cisco, Microsoft, Samsung, LG, Xerox, Dell, HP, and dozens more. Accordis gives your business the fast and effective tech game plan it needs to continue to win. To start winning with us, contact Accordis today at 1-888-331-3134 or visit them at www.accordiscorp.com.
Hi, Heat fans. This is Tommy Togg of your Miami Heat audio experience. Now is your chance to embark on a behind-the-scenes tour of Miami's premier sports and entertainment venue, Kaseya Center, home of your three-time NBA champions, Miami Heat. You will feel like you're about to suit up for Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra when you step inside the iconic Miami Heat locker room and training facilities. Then get your VIP experience by visiting arena suites and lounges and the media control room. Visit KaseyaCenter.com/tours to book your guided tour now.
Dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Easy there. There's a better way to NBA with the NBA app.
Wait, really?
Follow your favorite teams and the league's brightest stars. Be on the ball with real-time stats and scores.
Yeah?
And go behind all the drama with new docs and shows. Catch every swish, dunk, and bucket. All of this, all in one place, all for free.
Thank you.
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
It's fourth quarter time here in Chicago. Heat in front, 88-74. Fourth quarter brought to you by Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the Miami Heat. Amy Adelbert, Jason Jackson courtside with you. And Amy, the Bulls, through the regular season, won the fourth quarter by an average of 3 points since March 1st. Third highest fourth quarter differential in the NBA since then. This is their time.
Yeah, and you give them credit. They come out of that locker room with energy and really leaning into execution. Miami's got a 14-point lead. When you look at those 3 games, 3 losses in the regular season, they lost one of the fourth quarters by 18, one of them by 16. Can't happen. Right? You can't lose this one. How about Kyle Anderson playing point forward right now?
Anderson, Mitchell, Highsmith, Hero and Ware. Tyler has it. McGinney on him, gets off it to Anderson, moves it to the right wing to H, back to Anderson. 7 on the shot clock. Here comes Ware to give him some room. The lob to Ware, went up there, missed it with the left hand, tapped it back with the right.
Kyle Anderson orchestrated the whole thing. Instead of giving the ball to Tyler with about 9 seconds left on the shot clock, he said, come set a screen, I'm going to get you a lob.
6 points for Ware now, 7 rebounds, Giddey for 3. Knocks it down, Anderson in his face. Giddey's second make from downtown in 5 tries. He has 23. Heat by 13, 11 to go. Anderson, left side of the arc. There's a screen from Ware. Smith in the game for the first time tonight. The ball to Tyler. Feeds H. Had a foot on the baseline before he fired up the reverse. 10th turnover for Miami, 9 Chicago points off of them. The Heat have 21 points off of Chicago's 14 turnovers. Giddey on the move. Turns it over. He tried to force it to Smith inside, but Ware was there. Gets it to Hero, who flips it up to Davion, right side of the arc. Right past Giddey. Gets it to Anderson. Into the hands of Ware, back to Mitchell. Knocks down the 3. They were moaning and groaning about possible steps in here, but the Heat kept moving. Davion, 2 for 2 from downtown. He's a perfect 4 for 4 in this game. He's got 11 off the bench. Retaliation by Horton Tucker. His second attempt in the game. He's 2 for 2. Got 5 points after that money ball. Heat up 93-80. Just over 10 minutes to go. Tyler, right into White. Loses the rock. Thought he got fouled, but here comes Chicago. Giddey to White. Right wing 3. It's off. Anderson gets a rebound and then gets fouled by Herter trying to take it away.
Oh, and Anderson, the box out that he just laid on Jalen Smith to get that rebound was so tough.
Jalen Smith in his 5th year out of Maryland. Played in 60-plus games in each of the last 3 seasons. Carter will sit down. He's got 2 personal fouls. Buzelis back in.
I think you got to put the ball in Tyler's hands here. You've got Josh Giddey guarding him, and Tyler's got the step on Giddey.
Anderson gets it to Tyler. Pump fake. Buzelis goes flying. Tyler for 3. Knocks it down, and he's fouled. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. Spo's looking back. Tyler said there's no way. Walked right to Spo. Said he did not kick out. And they're going to look at it.
I mean, how is that an offensive foul? Buzelis came from the side. They're saying Tyler kicked out, but he kicked out into nobody.
Total fadeaway into nothing. Buzelis moves across him.
There was nobody in front of him, so if he's kicking out, it's not too...
I understand why.
Ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on Hero. Miami is challenging the ruling.
I can understand what Justin Van Dyne saw. He saw Tyler's leg out and a collision. When he looks to see where Buzelis came from, like around the body to pump the leg a little bit, then maybe there's another decision as the green light goes off about 1.5 feet from my face. And we'll have a review in the building with the Heat up 13, 9:44 remaining in the 4th quarter. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Imagine a bank that is always in your court, one that sees their customers as part of a team with a common goal to achieve your dreams. Well, imagine that. There is one. We're Amerant. We're ready to help you wherever you are in life, and just as importantly, wherever you want to go. Because at Amerant, we want you to live a life beyond what you could imagine. Amerant, official bank of the Miami Heat. Member FDIC.
At the UPS store, not every small business needs the same thing, but every small business needs something. We're the scanning and faxing store, the printing store, the packing and shipping store, the
I need my designing place and my printing place to be the same place store.
We're the one-stop, right around the corner, everything you need so you can be unstoppable store. The UPS store, be unstoppable. The UPS store locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours may vary. See Cent for details.
Florida Blue presents game-changing health solutions. Did you know you can relieve stress by doing yoga at a Florida Blue center?
And exhale.
Treating yourself to Florida Blue discounts. Seeing a chiropractor covered by Florida Blue. Having your own Florida Blue health consultant.
Welcome.
Or cheering on your team right now. Discover more game-changing health solutions at FloridaBlue.com. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Here's tonight's scoreboard update with Tommy Ty.
Thank you, Amanda. Tonight's 4th quarter scoreboard update is presented by Morgan & Morgan for the people. 9:44 to go in the 4th quarter. The Heat lead the Bulls in Chicago 93-80 on the NBA play-in schedule. Tipping off in about 30 minutes from now, Dallas at Sacramento. The winner of that one will play the Grizzlies on Friday to be the number 8 seed in the West. The winner of tonight's game in Chicago will move to Atlanta, and they'll be the number 8 seed, whoever wins that one, and move on to play Cleveland on Sunday night. But the game on Friday will be already set at 7 o'clock on TNT. Now back to Jackson Amy in Chicago.
Tommy, thank you very much. Calling all Hoopers ages 7 to 17. Join us for up to 12 sessions, Junior Heat Summer Camp at Cooper City High School, the Saya Center, Pickleball Sports Complex, and Slam Miami. Camp includes lunch plus special giveaways and player appearances. Visit heat.com/Junior Heat to sign up. The challenge is unsuccessful. They feel like Tyler's leg kick was overt and that Buzelis would have missed him if Tyler's right leg was not kicked forward, if he just went on a straight up and down dynamic. It wasn't an insane kick by Tyler.
I understand it, but where this was so unique is that Tyler did not have anybody in front of him. He wasn't kicking to draw contact. He was just throwing a shot up. He shook Buzelis. He shook him so bad.
So take it off the board. 93-80. A miss by Giddey point blank, and Ware snatches it down.
Well, Ware contested. That's how you get your teammates back. Now score here, T.
Tyler jump pass back. Got bounced in traffic. No call. So he gets it to Mitchell, who's on the move. All the way through baseline, got through traffic to Wiggins. Jab step on White. 4 on the shot clock. Spins down to the dots. Jump past to Tyler. Catch. He got the grenade up and misses, but it's out to Ware for the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Anderson, who hands it to Tyler. He's got Giddey by himself. Goes right by him. Puts it up. Got fouled to the line. Goes Tyler Hero.
They do it the hard way, right? I mean, listen. If Josh Giddey wants to defend Tyler on the perimeter, give the man space to operate. Because as great as Josh Giddey is offensively, he does not have the foot speed and lateral movement to keep up with a very shifty Tyler Hero.
Giddey's third foul. He hit the ball twice, Amy, and then hit his arm. And that was the thing that drew the whistle. Although ball contact first interpretation is shifted as the season has gone on.
But how about Ware? Huge defensive rebound and challenge on Giddey, but the offensive rebound, the second chance opportunity from, because he chased the ball down to the corner, really tough, really hard.
Tyler makes them both. Ware has 9 rebounds now. 6 points, 33 points on the board for Tyler Hero. A perfect 8 for 8 from the line. Here's White on the drive. Gets it Smith, pump fake, got Ware in the air. Didn't use that contact that he could have used. Got it back out to White. 6 on the shot clock. White is still a step off half court. Now the drive. Mitchell staying with him. 1 second to put it up. The block by Mitchell. 24-second violation, and Davion flexing for the bench as they all lose it in joy of his success.
Kobe White is taking an extra second tonight in everything he does. And I'm not sure if that's just because he's not playing desperate, like he's calm and composed saying we're fine, or there's something else there. But to me, he's just taking an extra second in everything.
He's missed 13 of his 18 attempts. Heat by 15. 8:18 to go. Wiggins moves it up top to Mitchell. Right hand dribble to his right. Not getting. Puts up the teardrop and wow! Nothing but net for Davion.
He just took 6-7 into the paint and went right over top of him.
He's 5 for 5. He has 13 points off the bench for Miami. Vooch trying to swirl around Ware.
I thought he picked his pivot foot up, but Kalel did everything he could. He just stayed present, tried to contest. Vooch is going to hit those, man. He gets to his spots. He's going to hit those.
He's got 12 and 10 after making that hook shot. Here's Davion over to Anderson. Now feeds Tyler on the move. The baby float is good. His 12th make in 17 tries, Amy. He has 35. Heat in front, 99-82. Giddey throws it back out top after the drive. Ball moves into the right corner to Horton. He misses it, Horton Tucker does. His first miss of the contest.
Feel like there's an opportunity here for Miami to put their foot on the gas, because the last couple offensive possessions for Miami or for Chicago have looked rushed.
Tyler puts it up in the paint, misses it. He got fouled. He's going to the line again. The man's got 35, 8 for 8 from the line. Of his 12 makes, 3 of them are money balls in 6 tries. And we've got a challenge from Chicago. Now Tyler spun around and said he got hit on the elbow. I haven't seen a replay pop up yet on this particular play. The Heater in front, 99.
Ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Boutzelis. Chicago is challenging the ruling.
7:09 remains in this elimination contest. We'll take a break while they review. This is the Miami Heat audio experience.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets. You can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
My name is Ray Mullis. I was coming home from work. Traffic had stopped. The guy behind me he didn't stop. So I called Morgan & Morgan. The one ad that really impressed me was when Morgan said, "Nobody is a nobody." I felt like that. Anybody I've talked to that's used Morgan & Morgan has always got positive things to say about them. And they took care of me, and now we're doing okay.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ticketmaster's got you covered with a wide selection of seats available for every game. As the official ticket marketplace of the Miami Heat and the NBA, Ticketmaster gives you more ways to find your perfect seat. And if your plans change, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell or transfer your tickets. Plus, mobile tickets make getting in on game day a breeze. Buy or sell tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/heat.
Back to Miami Heat action. The Heat is on the radio.
Up 99-82. 7:09 remaining in this third consecutive play-in battle between Chicago and Miami. It's always an elimination game. It was the game after losing the 7-8 game in the last two seasons for Miami. Now in the 9-8 game, trying to win and advance to Hot Atlanta, where Amy used to call games in the W.
Yeah.
Tell them we're coming in.
It's been a little.
It was a beautiful climb in that first half for the Miami Heat. They controlled this entire game.
Yeah.
But they climbed up into the 20s for half of that second quarter. There was a pushback in the third. A nice job by Chicago to make this more of a 15-point game. And it's kind of been in that area and a little less, but basically in this 20 to 15-point area for the second half of the third quarter into the fourth.
Miami went into the fourth quarter up 14 points, and so you just can't lose the fourth quarter by 15 points, right? That's the way you almost have to look at it. Right now, Miami has a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter, 7:09 left. You know the Chicago team can score fast. They're going to try to generate some energy in the building. And so Tyler Hero, which the challenge was unsuccessful because he is at the free throw line now, huge responses, right? Even if you're getting to the free throw line and you can hit those shots, it's really tough to generate energy if this Bulls team is not getting up and down and running in the way that this crowd has seen them do all season.
A fingertip by Buzelis. So the fingertip has been a theme for him. You know, knocking down a jumper with the ball on his fingertip, 0.1.
Well, Miami's gotten some fingertips, unlucky breaks as well this season. As Tyler misses the first free throw, you don't see that often.
He's 8 for 9 from the line. 35 points. Looking for his 36th. It bounces around and in. He has 36. 100 points on the board for Miami to the 82 for Chicago with 7 minutes to go. Heat by 18. For Chicago, they're about 3 minutes away from the clock being an opponent out here too. Here's White up top. Anderson staying with him. The contest on the 3 ball. Too long. One hop. Herter gets the rebound. Out to Giddy, who misses the 3. Ball tapped out of bounds off of Black. It's Heat ball. They're wearing association white.
That couldn't have worked out better for Miami. The first shot from Kobe White, there was about 1 second left on the shot clock. Offensive rebound and another miss. So on top of a full shot clock, it was actually a shot clock and another probably 5 seconds. So when we're talking about clock and how important, huge possession right there.
Anderson walks it up. Tyler's going to set the screen. Pulls it back, gets it to Wiggins. Wiggins on Giddy. With the rock. Kicks it back to Bam. 3 on the shot clock. He'll let it fly. It's off. From 3. Buzelis a rebound, pushes it up, gets it into the hands of Herter. Back to Buzelis. Wiggins tracking him on the right side of the arc. Tries to power into him. Bounces off of him. Drive down the right side. He forces it up. Misses it. Pulled down by Wiggins. As he comes down, a bounce pass to Bam.
What? Did Wiggins block that? He may have blocked that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, monster. I mean, it's so quiet here. Kind of like, uh-oh, that didn't go well for the Bulls.
Yeah, hot air might be coming out of the fan slowly but surely as the ball caroms off of Anderson right to Tyler instead of being a turnover on a pass he wasn't ready for. Tyler Powers baseline and gets past Herter for the layup. Ballin, shot calling, The man has 38.
That was just a little, I mean, he rocked the baby, right? By accident, to your point, it stumbled into his hands. He rocked the baby, got the step on the baseline, and then turned his shoulders, popped that thing off the backboard. They are throwing Kevin Huerter, Josh Giddey, those types of guys on Tyler Hero on the perimeter, and it ain't working. It's just not, it hasn't been the entire night.
I don't think they have a defender that could do anything against Tyler Hero tonight.
Well, Buzelis, I guess, ran through it. That was a good
Come on
possession
back
for
over,
him.
rookie. Hero season high is 40, so he's 2 away from that. His career high is 41. His finest performance in his career is going to come in a really important contest.
Is there a fire in here or something?
Amy, I think it's too soon to leave, but I live in a glass house.
No,
when it comes to, you know, what happened in
It is way
2013.
too early. It is too early to leave because the Chicago team can score quickly.
They
5.5
can.
minutes. But if you're Miami right now, I would say the shot clock. I mean, burn it down. Unless you got wide open layups, you got to use that clock.
The Heat have outscored the Bulls 14-8 in this quarter.
Tyler's real happy tonight. Like, he's feeling it. He's locked in. Everything he's doing, he kind of runs with his head down a little when he's locked in like this, right? Like he's almost mad for the greatness.
Leading all scorers with 38 points. Heat up 102-82. 5:30 to go. A trip to Atlanta on the line. Vooch up top. Pause his left elbow. Hand off to Horton Tucker. Jump pass back to Giddey. The contest by Wiggins on the runner. The ball almost out of bounds, and Tyler threw it off the backboard trying to save it because there are a lot of black jerseys ready to grab what he was offering back, so it probably ended up being the better thing that happened, even though it probably wasn't his idea.
Giddey again in crowds on the drive, right? All you can do is just try to throw bodies at him and legally contest him, and tonight Miami's been pretty good. Community effort on that man.
5:15 to go. Heat by 20. The inbound to White. Inside the arc right side. Flips it up top. Buzelis feeds Vucevic. With Bam on his back. Working mid-post left side. Trying to power. Spins toward the baseline. Jumper up. And it's a miss and a one-hop rebound for Wiggins, who has 9 to go along with his 15 points. His 2 assists. His 2 blocks and his 2 steals. Wiggins has Giddey up top. He's rocking him back and forth. Powers into him. Spins on him. Then draws the foul on him.
Oh, they're taking turns calling that man to the top of the paint. This has been a season of frustration for Josh Giddey for the Miami Heat.
He's 36
right now.
minutes, absolutely. 4 personal fouls now for Giddey. And by the way, no more team fouls to give. The Heat are in bonus for the remaining 4:51 with 4 fouls to give. So just keep powering down.
A 20-point game. But on the previous offensive possession for Chicago, I got to say, Giddey, who had the ball on his side, pointed the other way, said, I don't want it, go the other way. And I thought that was interesting because he doesn't want that Wiggins one-on-one matchup tonight. Andrew Wiggins about 10 nights ago here, first game back from that hamstring, wasn't himself. We all saw that. Different type of Wiggins tonight.
Missed them both. They may not get a win in this building, but they're going to get free hot dogs in this town. Vooch throws up a brick up top. This 20 points strain is starting to collapse now down on Chicago. They know they need haymakers, home runs now to try to cut into this 20-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go. Wiggins for 3, knocks it down from the left corner pocket and had plenty to say, whoever was talking to him on that Bulls bench.
And then jumped up full court denial on Josh Giddey.
Horton the attack, scoops it up. Tyler contests. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Horton Tucker. And the miss to make it work.
Tyler's grabbing his face there, checking for blood, maybe his eye or his nose, I'm not sure. He's going to stroll it back, though.
He's checking for gold.
Yeah, 38 ain't enough.
That is what he's checking. He's on an 8-0 run. Trying to close this thing out in Chicago with just over 4 minutes to go. Up 105-82. Tyler, sidestep. 3-ball. Misses from the left wing. Giddey the rebound. That's his 9th to go with 23 points. Almost loses his dribble, but gets the ball to Vooch. He moves it to Horton Tucker. Bounce pass back to Vooch. Back out to Horton Tucker, top of the circle. Quick pass to Giddey. Touch pass to White. Now into the corner to the rookie. It's a miss, but the tip back in. After the Buzelis miss, Vooch taps it in. Buzelis now 1 for 4 from the edges. It's a 16 and 12 double-double for Nikola Vucevic. Heat in front 105-84. Bam taking his time, and rightfully so. Tick-tock, you don't stop. 3:23 remaining. Bam misses the 3 from the right side of the arc. And now 1 for 5 from the edges. White for 3. Misses from the right side of the arc. Bam pulls down his 10th rebound. It's a double-double for Bam. Giddey has 1 too. 23 and 10 for him. Adebayo 15 and 10. Heat 105-84, inside 3 minutes. Here comes Wiggins to the right elbow, pulls it back out. Gets it to Tyler. Tyler on the drive, loses the rock after rejecting the Bam screen. Here's White on the move, leaves it for Giddey, the runner, got it. 25 points on the board for Giddey. Heat up 105-86, 2:30 to go. The Heat know they got to keep this clock rolling, but White with the reach and foul to stop that clock.
Yeah, I mean, 2.5 minutes, 24-second shot clock. I mean, you do the math, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's bonus time, by the way. These fouls just send Miami to the line.
yeah, I mean, if you hit a couple free throws.
Reality sets in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean.
Down 19 in the 3rd straight year in a play-in against Miami. First time at home. And same result.
It's got to be incredibly tough for Chicago because, and both of these teams probably didn't feel like they were 9-10 teams, right? And just at some point in the season just had a hard time winning some games. And Chicago had been playing so good down the stretch here. To your point, right? They earned this game on their home court. You felt like they probably felt like it was their time. It was their year. But this has been complete dominance by Miami Heat. A wire-to-wire win.
Not a single lead change or tie. Wiggins for 3. Misses from the left side of the arc. Bam tracks it down. His 11th rebound. 15 and 11 for the captain inside the final 2 minutes. Wiggins, the pump fake, now the drive, switches hands, puts it up in. Herron, another nail. Wiggins has 20. And a turnover on the other end, right into the hands of Anderson. 1:30 to go, and the Boo Birds coming out in Chicago. That's rough. That's the second time I've heard him raining down tonight. Anderson, the runner, got fouled by Vooch. And here comes Keshad Johnson, Duncan Robinson, Highsmith, and Jaquez. As Miami and Chicago meet in the play-in for the 3rd consecutive season, and the Heat will eliminate Chicago for the 3rd straight time. All this. And the Heat were swept during the season series against the Bulls this season.
Well, and those 3 games came down to segments within the games, right? I mean, Miami had played good. I would say all 3 games for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
And the difference tonight was, even though Chicago did win that 3rd quarter, they were a +10. Miami's first 2 quarters, that first half, they created such a lead. Because in this first half, Miami did anything they wanted, it felt like, offensively. And Chicago struggled to hit shots. And when you're a team and that's your style, run and you play with pace, and that's how you generate your energy. When you're not able to get to the things that you want, your shots aren't falling as easy. And that kind of snowballed for them tonight.
Anderson missed them both. Down to the other end for a little layup for Horton Tucker. As we approach the final minute with the Heat in front, 109-88.
88. Jacks. I mean, one of the highest paced teams in this league, one of the best 3-point shooting teams, averaging 118 points a night in the regular season.
When the Miami Heat have held opponents under 100 points this season, I believe it's 17 times. They are 16-1. They're taking that particular mindset and that energy and that success into the play-in. There's Horton Tucker. Gets another lay-in.
Well, Spo kind of talked about the clarity and also just this is the second season now, right? This team played like it. You hear they had an excellent workout / practice yesterday, and this group was completely connected and focused from that opening tip.
An interesting and maybe even dubious distinction is Hawkes fires a 3 and misses. The Heat moving toward their third win in the play-in.
Hey,
and by the way, tied for the most in the play-in.
Yeah, they are one game away from being the first 10 seed to get out of the play-in.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's amazing. Ofer out of the 10 spot on both sides, East and West. 10 seed yet to advance to the playoffs, with only 2 teams winning the 9-10 game. So this is just the third time that has happened. I should get a little dap from Davion before the game's over. I appreciate it. 109-90. The 9-10 play-in game belongs to the Heat. Atlanta, here we come. Amy, run us through the players of the game. You got a player of the game candidate, performance of the contest.
Hold on a second.
You want to hold on? You want to think about it first?
Let me think
we're
about
going to
this
be here
for a
second,
second.
waiting for our guests. There's a lot of love on the floor happening, but what else is on your mind?
I needed a hero tonight.
Yeah, you got it.
There was an A1.
Yeah.
There was no, what is it, A1, A2? There was no A2.
The
This
very
was an
technical
A1. It stopped at
audio
A1
talk
tonight.
from television, Amy over here. I love it. Now, Tyler might have whispered to somebody we know that he had a little something extra prepared for this one. 38 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. That's that extra something. A man with nearly a double-double in this one. 35 minutes for Andrew Wiggins. 20 points, 9 rebounds. And Andrew, most importantly, win and advance.
Yes, sir. You can take it one game at a time.